Hello. Happy Friday, you guys. I'm very excited. I'm nervous. I hope you guys like Guild Wars as much as I do. I'm very excited though. But welcome on in. I hope you all have had an amazing week so far. And I hope you're going to have a great weekend and all of that jazz. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm excited. But we do have our normal getting Dennis dressed and then our poem of the day. And then we will probably just jump straight on into game. But I'm very, very excited for it. I have been playing Guild Wars for a few years now, on and off. Ephraim got me into it. He's been playing for over a decade, which is crazy to me. But it's very, very fun. I'm hoping that, you know, if somebody is looking for this style of game that, and they haven't played Guild Wars before, that they might be like, oh, hey, let's give it a shot, because it is free. There are like expansions and whatnot with additional story later that are paid, but they do go on sale. I feel like pretty often. I'm like trying to push these out of the way like they're my bangs. but yeah, but it's very fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to start a brand new character so you can see the start of one of the stories and all that jazz. But it'll be a good time. But Dennis has everything but his strawberry hat that he can wear tonight. So if you guys have a preference, I wish I had a little mushroom hat so he could match me tonight, but I don't have a mushroom hat for him. But we have his bunny ears, the chicken hat, his sprout hat, the carrot hat, and an orange. So if anybody has a preference on what he wears tonight, what hat tonight, I will go ahead and get him dressed. And then we've got our poem of the day. I am in the process of trying to update the daily check-ins to be loyalty cards. I have no idea if it's working or not, because unfortunately with channel points, I can't test them until we're live. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, good to know. So bear with me just a second. I am going to go change that back so you guys don't have to. Hi, Rosen. But I'm going to go change it back so you guys don't have to worry about trying to type in a message. And I'm still working on getting that pulled or connected. As soon as I do, then we will shift gears to the, where's that one? There we go. Save. Okay, so daily honks are still normal on y'all's end. I just have to figure out why the loyalty card thing's not connecting, but that is a future Novi problem. But hi, Rosalind. Welcome on in. I think we're going to go with the Sprout today, because I think we're going to play a Sylvari, which is the plant character, because I really, really like the Sylvaris. So we're going to go with the Sprout for Dennis today, so that he can be in the plant world with us. I'm also hoping my ears stay on. I'm having to use like earbuds. Out of stock. I think I may have put a cooldown on it. Let me get that pulled back up. Okay. All right. Cooldown should also be gone. So it should be back to normal. Thank you. I was like, it'll be fun. I was like, I might as well. 49 is crazy. My goal is to have these cards set up before you hit 50, but I don't know if that's going to happen between today and tomorrow. But yeah, the goal is to have the loyalty card set up. I am going to honor off of the daily honks. I have a way that I can look at the daily honks that people have already redeemed. I'm going to honor those who have already hit 25 and give you guys spins. There's 5 of y'all. Rosalind, at this point, you're going to have 2 spins, which blows my mind. But that's the goal. So the people who I owe a spin to, because the way that the loyalty cards are going to work is hopefully I can get it to pop up where it'll be basically like a punch card, and every 25 streams that you come in and do your daily check-in, you'll get a spin on the wheel. And on the wheel, there will be options for getting VIP for a month in chat. Getting a gifted sub is a potential option. What else did I do? Hi, General. Thank you so much for that daily honk. I'm hearing everything in like stereo right now, and I'm not entirely sure why. That's fine. But yes, so we've got that. What did I just say? VIP for a month, gifted sub. There's a spin again. There is. All right, I can just show you guys. So it's going to be, right? It's so fun. But I eventually, we're going to have a little marketplace for tennis. And this will be where you guys spin. It's this little depot. But there's the option, the potential for extra giveaway entry. So the next time we hold a giveaway, you can add an additional entry in. Free gift sub, VIP for a month. And then I have these cute little guys that will hang out with me. They're in my little pouch. Let me go back to the just chatting screen here real quick. We also have fun new transitions, which is exciting. But in my fun little fancy pouch are these little guys. They're teeny little dragons that are so freaking cute. But if you land on one of the dragon ones, I will reach in here, grab one of them. They're all different. And then you get to name it. And they will hang out on my mic arm right here. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see them, but they will hang out here with me and you guys will get to name whichever dragon is yours. Yeah, it is the pouch I got from Ren Fair. I'm like, I found a reason to use it. but those are the current things. And then eventually, probably a decent amount down the line from now, but if I ever get like stickers or anything like that, those will become potential options, things like that. So I've got other things in the work to add to that wheel, but that right now is when you redeem your 25th hole punch, once I can get them working, because for some reason it's just not connecting correctly. And the Etsy seller has been really, really cool about like going back and forth with me to try and get it connected. But that is the goal. That way you guys, I can give back to y'all as well and properly thank you guys for hanging out and being here. And I appreciate it very, very much. But that's the goal. But we have our poem of the day, which is from the collection of poems from Danielle Dobie titled I Am Her Tribe. And today's poem is called The Practice Fluidity. I'm sensual, tender, and around with liveness. I feel, I yearn, I learn, I heal. My ability to feel is what makes me beautiful. Every feeling that visits me holds a story worth listening to, and every feeling is an opening that helps me connect to the deepest, truest parts of myself. I honor the rise and fall of my feelings without numbing and resisting their teachings. I am a clear channel tending to the fluid movement of my own river of emotional expression. And when I block myself from feeling, I deny myself the experience of what it means to be human. Love that one so much. Mama Shump, hey! Welcome on in. We're going to be playing some Guild Wars 2 tonight. I'm very excited. The joy of being here is enough, but that's so fun. Rosalind, you are way too sweet. You guys are so freaking kind to me. I appreciate every single one of you so much. That one was really good. This last chunk of them, I think, are kind of like digging a little deeper, but they're very, very good. But so tonight we've got Guild Wars 2. I've been wanting to play Guild Wars with you guys for a while, but I was very nervous too. And I was also like, I don't know how to add it into our schedule. Like, I think I don't really want to mess with Mondays and Wednesdays too much because I feel like that's kind of when we get through the bulk of different types of games. And then obviously I was like, I don't want to mess with Mass Effect night. So when I was like, okay, what about potentially adding in another day? So that's part of the reason why we've got Saturday as a tester for tomorrow for Mass Effect is I kind of wanted to be able to potentially go through the Guild Wars story with you guys. Google the games so you could understand a little. Haven't watched any videos, so you're excited. That's awesome. Hey, Cleary, welcome in. But that's very exciting. It's super, super fun. Thank you for that daily honk. Cleary, you are one of the few people that I owe a spin on the wheel to once I get those the loyalty cards set up. I owe one to, I wrote them down. Let me say it out loud. That way you guys know. Candy Waffles, I owe you a spin. Chemical Chaos, I owe a spin. Bagel Blog, I owe a spin. Cleary, and then Rosalind, both of y'all I owe spins whenever I get that up and running. Just so y'all know, Rosalind, I will owe you 2 spins because you have surpassed the second fill out card, which still is crazy to me. Y'all are so silly. I love it so much. Speaking of silly. Ooh, 81. Rosalind, you had 48. All right. Cleary, 41. Okay. Not too bad. We had a lot of really silly early in the week, so I feel like we used up a little bit of it, but that's okay. But here we go. We're going to jump straight over. We do have Ignis over. I had to take a peek. I was like, which cat do we have over there right now? But we do have her over there. There we go. So welcome to Guild Wars. I'm very excited. Call shenanigans. Also, if I feel like oh my God, I'm going to try that again. Thank you. I was very excited. I used Meld Studios instead of OBS, and they just added stinger transitions. And as soon as I was like, hell yeah, we've got transitions, I was like, onto the interwebs, finding transitions. So found that one, and then found one that was like clouds and stuff. So they might change up a little bit, but I think they're really cool, and I'm very excited for them. But this is Guild Wars. It has incredible music. We have a lot of the like vinyl records. They're so good. But these are all of my characters so far. And we're gonna build a brand new one. This is my very first character. I adore her so much. I play a necromancer with specialty into Reaper. It's very, very fun. So I think we are going to basically replay this character's story. So each race has a different backstory, or like a different story that they go through for the first like main chunk. But I think we're going to do Sylvari again, because it's been years since I've seen it, and I know I enjoy it. And so with showing it to you guys, I want to make sure that I'm playing something that I like and I know, so that I can answer questions and you guys get the best view of it. Because I'm always a firm believer that if I'm not having fun, you guys aren't having fun. So that is the goal. I am going to delete this character so that I can start brand new and create a new one. Okay. Also, when you're out for dinner, you should take a picture. Amazing. But these are all of the races that you can play as. You can play as Char. So the Char race was forged in the merciless crucible of war. It's all they know. War defines them, and their quest for dominion drives them ever onward. The weakling and the fool have no place among the Char. Victory is all that matters, and it must be achieved by any means and at any cost. And then you can play as a human. Humans have lost their homeland, their security, and their former glory. Even their gods have withdrawn, and yet the human spirit remains unshaken. These brave defenders of Kryta continue to fight with every ounce of their strength. And then you've got Norn, who are very big. They're big, tall, like very big. This race of towering hunters experienced a great defeat when the Ice Dragon drove them from their glacial homeland. Nevertheless, they won't let one lost battle, however punishing, dampen their enthusiasm for life and the hunt. And they know that only the ultimate victor achieves legendary rewards. And then you have the Ashura, who are so freaking adorable. They're teeny tiny. They're little mole people. They're very fun. They're very, for the most part, in their lore, science driven. They're really, really cool. I always feel lame playing a human in games like this. I get that. The humans are still cool. They've still got a really cool story. Humans are still pretty new to Kryta. But they're fun. They've got really good stories and whatnot. I personally fall... Yeah, aliens. Yep, exactly. But I personally fall into the category of I want to play something that's so different from what I am in the real world. Which is why my first character was a Sylvari, but we'll get to that one in a second. But humans are very popular. I think it's Ephraim, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was a human female that was like the most played out of like the entire community. Like that's the most common one. But I may be mistaken, but I think that was what human female elementalist. Got it. Thank you. I appreciate the confirmation there. But yeah, so you would not be alone if you chose to play a human. They are very popular. And they're very fun. So there's nothing wrong with choosing one. But the Azura, these oh my god, this word's gonna kill me. Alchemagical. We're locking that one in. Inventors may be short in stature, but they're intellectual giants. Among the Azura, it is not the strong who survive, but the clever. Other races believe they should rule by virtue of their power and strength, but they're deluding themselves. In due time, all will serve the Azura. Humans are aliens in the game, came from a different part of the universe. To keep it simple, yeah, they are not originally from Kryta. They made their way here. But yeah, so still very young in this realm. The Sylvari are some of my favorite in Tyria. Thank you. Kryta is a part of Tyria. Appreciate you. I just read Kryta, so that was what was on my brain. But the Sylvari are not born. They awaken beneath the pale tree with knowledge gleamed in their pre-life dream. These noble beings travel, seeking adventure and pursuing quests. They struggle to balance curiosity with duty, eagerness with chivalry, and warfare with honor. Magic and mystery entwine to shape the future of this race that has so recently appeared. Yeah, so we are going to play a Sylvari. I adore the Sylvari. They're so freaking cool. And I have not experienced a story in a very long time. I think they have a really cool story. So I think we're going to do that first. I say first, we're going to play a Sylvari. And then you obviously can choose whether you want to play as a male or a female. And these are the core classes. So there's a lot that you can choose from depending on what difficulty level you want and what style you want, whether you want to be really tanky, if you want to be support, all the classic MMO stuff. I have to do the smallest character, can't help it, always a gnome in D&D. Well, then an Azura is your guy. The Azura are teeny tiny and they're so fun. But yeah, they're little mole people, and they typically only come about knee high, maybe hip high if you've got a really tall one. to a human. They're very small. They're very fun. But yeah, so you've got all of these really cool options. So Guardians, and they're sorted by their types of armor. So heavy armor is up at the top, and then medium armor, and then light armor are at the bottom. So these all have the same, these all have the same, these all have the same. There's an all-encompassing aspect of the universe called the Mist, which includes the multiple afterlives for different races, and entities waltz in and out of different worlds like Tyria. Yes. Also, if anyone is newer here, Ephraim is like a walking encyclopedia, and so he'll probably be throwing out things and potentially correcting me where my knowledge fails. So if you are ever curious, keep an eye out for his name while we're playing Guild Wars, because he'll probably have some really cool information. Yeah, it's really cool. The story is incredible. Like, it goes very deep. And, as new things are coming out, new expansions are coming out, like, we're still steadily finding out more and different things and opening up new quote-unquote doors, and it's really, really cool. But we've got the Guardian. So Guardians favor melee, support allies, and defensive magic. Guardians gain powerful personal enhancements from their virtues, which can be briefly expended to aid friends or damage foes. Formidable on their own, Guardians shine brightest in a company of allies. And then we've got Warriors. So they also favor melee, have high survivability, and are a weapons master, which I believe means that they have access to more weapons. In one of the newest expansions, within I think it was the last 3, was Secrets of Eternity. I was like, Soto, what does Soto mean? I just completely blanked it there for a second. But it was Secrets of the Obscure. And in that one, we had the ability to start with more types of weapons. So for example, on my Necromancer, I will be playing with a greatsword. I freaking love a greatsword. That is typically locked for a Necromancer behind Reaper. But if you were to get Soto and play Soto, you would be able to unlock it without having to commit to Reaper. So that does happen for a handful of them. So if you do play it and you want to play a Reaper, just keep that in mind. That may be a thing, but it typically is not a big deal. But in case you're like, why is she playing with a greatsword and I can't play with a greatsword? That would be why. But warriors build their adrenaline by successfully striking an enemy, then expending it to unleash devastating burst attacks. Warriors are versatile and resilient fighters. Then you have the Revenant, which one is also really cool. Speaking of the mists, so the Revenants invoke the power of legendary heroes from Tyria's past, spending their own energy to channel the abilities used by those figures. They are reliable allies and dangerous enemies. So the Revenants are pretty heavily tied to the mists, which is what Ephraim was saying about it kind of being like a weird afterlife wibbly wobbly situation. But Revenants are really, really cool. They are very interesting. And this is also down here, you've got the complexity. So Guardians and Warriors were both complexity 1. Revenant is a complexity 2. That typically, like, to keep it very, very simple, just means that there might be just more buttons and that you can hit, more options that you have, things like that. So you have all these choices no matter what race you pick. Yep. Yeah, no, you are A-okay, Rosalind. Yeah, no matter what race you pick, you will be able to choose any one of these. They're not locked behind any races, which is, in my opinion, really good. So I think there's a lot of like customization and like how you want your character to feel because of that. So definitely have all of these options available to you. And then you've got engineers. So this is moving into the medium armor. Engineers have a complexity of 3. They're melee or ranged. They use gadgets, turrets, and toolkits, and they can also be a technomancer. Yeah, of course. Engineers are jack of all trades, with enough time, masters of many, able to bring dozens of abilities and tool belt skills to a fight. Their art is in choosing the right one to utilize at the perfect time. And then we have thieves. Complexity of 2, favor melee, stealth and evasion, and acrobatic combat. Hey, Luchman, welcome on in. Thieves are really cool. They manage their initiative during combat, expending it to unleash carefully timed attacks. What they lack in defense, they make up for with the skills in debilitate, teleport, or vanish from sight. And then the last in the medium armor category is a ranger. Someone has a complexity of 1. They favor range. They do not have to be ranged, but they do favor it. I had to announce that way. Amazing. I love it. I hope you've had a great day so far. But they also get a pet companion. And then rangers tame a variety of pet companions to complement their fighting style, rounding out their arsenal with traps, nature spirit, survival skills. They have the tools to take on any type of foe. They are really cool because as you explore Tyria and you go to different areas, you can tame different pets, and then you can have those pets fight alongside of you, and different types of pets will do different types of things, and they will fight in different methods. They'll have different abilities, things like that. So rangers are really cool. I think, well, they're all really cool, but rangers are really, really cool too. And moving into the light armor, we have mesmers. Mesmers are really neat. They're very illusion magic based. So they are complexity of 2. They favor range, create illusions, and then use a lot of finesse and misdirection. Masters of magical misdirection. Mesmers create and shatter clones and illusions of themselves in battle. Mesmers rely on evasion and subterfuge, requiring finesse and practice to perfect. So that one is really cool. I think they're just really pretty. Like the pink and purple combo on mesmers is so gorgeous. Ranger sounds super cool. It does. And so does engineer. Honestly, I feel like there's a class for everybody. And especially because within those classes, eventually once you hit level 80, I believe, but at some point you will start unlocking specializations and elite specs. And I think now there's 4 for each class. So not only can you pick which class you want, but you can pick a specialization within that class as well in order to further make it feel like a specific character or change the play style. And so there's so many options and it's really, really cool. But mesmers are really awesome. We're going to do elementalist and come back to necro because we're going to be playing a necromancer. But elementalists have a complexity of 3. They favor range, elemental magic, and versatile caster. Elementalists harness the power of the 4 elements, water, earth, fire, and air, to cast powerful spells. Their ability to change their elemental attunement mid-combat is versatile and difficult to master. Elementalists scare me a little bit. Yeah. It is one of the ones that Ephraim mains, and there's so many... when he gets into a full rotation, I'm That's a lot of buttons. Because fair warning, I'm a button masher. I have a general plan, but for the most part, it's vibes. And like I know, okay, I need to hit this in response to when this specific thing happens, but it is fascinating to watch an elementalist play. But they're really, really cool too. And lastly, we've got the Necromancer, which is near and dear to my heart. I love a Necromancer. I love anything that has a weird, creepy vibe to it that I can make cute. That is my love. So especially like in D&D when I play, my very first character was a tiny little gnome that was really sweet and cute, but she used like weird eldritch magic. And yeah, so that's my favorite, is when I can get those, like that duality. And Necromancers just kind of hit all the buttons for me. But they are complexity of 1. They favor range summon minions and can use dark magic. You do not have to run with minions. I may run with minions. I haven't decided. But Necromancers of Tyria are monsters on the battlefield, draining life force from their enemies and entering a death shroud that temporarily grants them powerful abilities and protects them from harm. So they're very, very fun. But lots of options. Really cool. And then we get into the fun character creation. At some point, I may not do it on stream, but there are things called total makeover kits. I have one from playing for so long. I don't remember how I acquired it, but you can buy them. One of the great things about Guild Wars is it is free. So they make their money off of cosmetic stuff. And I very loosely use the term quality of life improvements, because they are not necessary at all. But if you're playing long enough where you're like, I'm gathering a lot of materials, I need more space, you can get more storage expansions, and things like that. But it is not at all a pay to win situation. So you could come in, play the base game, and not spend a dime if you really wanted to, and you would have a wonderful experience regardless. But you can get a total makeover kit, which does open up additional cosmetic options. So I am going to go through them with you guys so you can see, but I don't know. I will eventually use the total makeover kit on her. I just don't know if I'm going to do it with you guys or if I'll do it off stream. I'll call that on the fly. But we're probably going to keep her a little tall. I'm also tall, so keep her a little taller. I also prefer to find the thickest option, which I think is this one. But there's a lot of different options for body style. Let's see, we've got that one with this one. Okay, yeah, it's definitely this one. We're gonna go with this one. There's a lot of skin colors that you can choose for the Sylvari. There's a decent amount of skin colors for honestly all of them. The Char are really fun. They're cat-like people. I realized now that the picture didn't really show that very well, but they're like lion-y cat type people. They're very fun. I don't typically play them just because I'm not a huge fan of the way they run. It just, to me, as a player, it feels clunky to me. But that is just purely a personal preference. So you guys may love Char. I think their stories are really cool as well. But yeah, so Sylvari are my favorites. It's nice how customizable it is. It is. It really, really is. So you can do all kinds of skin tones and whatnot. I think we're going to keep with our theme, and we're going to go with one of the pale purples. We want a periwinkle. I think the lilac might be where it's at. That one's fun. Another really cool thing with, I'm going to hide her armor. She's going to be in her underwear for a second. But another thing that's really, really cool with the Sylvari is they glow. So they've got different glow patterns that they have. So let me change this to, the glow intensity is up all the way. What color is going to be easier to see? Honestly, the red that was at the start was kind of the easiest one. He's got fancy undies. She really does. But we can change the skin patterns and whatnot as well. Respectfully. I like this one. I think this one's really nice. But there's a lot of really cool options. You've got like some stripes. You've got some spots. Like ones that highlight leaves and whatnot. But they're really, really cool. And then you can change the color of the pattern as well. We'll just do a darker purple. Did I spawn mine? I did. I don't know why it's a little alien guy, a little spaceship guy, but he's kind of cute, so we'll keep him. And then the glow pattern, we will do... We'll do Iriset. Iriset's pretty. And then we can toggle the lighting back, and we've got a lot of different head options. Or hair options, but we're going to do face first so we can actually see it. The faces are really cool, and you'll see it better with like the Norn and the humans as different expansions came out. So starting with End of Dragons, we were able to go to an area called Kantha that's very heavily inspired by a lot of different Asian cultures. And that's a lie, starting with Path of Fire, which went to a place called Alona, which was very like African, Egyptian, deserty kind of vibes. And then Kantha was very Asian inspired. And so with those, they introduced into the free spaces, into the free cosmetics, different faces that mimicked common features of people from those areas. And it's definitely a lot easier to see on the humans and the Norn. But those were really cool that they added those in and also didn't lock them behind a paywall, which is nice. But those are really, really cool. They all look really fun. There's different hairstyles that also kind of fit within those cultures as well. But there's a lot of different options for faces. The Sylvari are really neat because they look like plants. So like you've got one that's a little bit more like pufferfish. To me, they're pufferfish. They're cactus, but they always give pufferfish vibes to me. And this one's really cool because it has the like tree bark petals that come around the eye. That one's really pretty too. This one's always fun to me because the eyes are so like bug-eyed. Like they're just so large that it makes them feel just even more interesting to me. This one's got such a subtle leaf pattern. This is another one that has like big anime eyes. I think we might do the subtle one. This one's really pretty. Okay, and that's the skin color, which I don't think we need to change again. And we can change the ears as well. These are some of my favorite ones. These are fun too, where they literally just look like a little branch that got cut off. These are almost like pine coney. I'm struggling to turn. Oh my gosh. This one's almost like was it a bromeliad? Is that type of flower? Yeah, I think I've got to go with the tried and true. These are just so pretty because they're very elf-like. I think they go with the facial pattern really well as well. And facial details, so you can get into the nitty-gritty and change the placement of things and the angles of things with all the sliders. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, mostly because I like the way that she looks already. So I don't think I need to change a whole lot. Might make her eyes a smidgen bigger. I think I'm going to give her different colored eyes so that they don't just blend in with her face. We can do some pink ones. That could be fun. Maybe a pretty green. Like a bluey green. There's so many good options. Those are pretty. We'll do those. Those are fun. Yep, and then you can do that for the nose, the mouth, and the chin as well. So again, not going to spend a whole lot of time. Okay, nose. dimension. So you can change the head size. And there was a time when Ephraim was running around with his Azura, so the tiny little mole people, and he had somehow cranked the head size up all the way. And I was like, dude, your head is huge. And he was like, no. And then he went in to check, and it was cranked all the way up. It was so funny, because I'm like, I told you, your head was huge. It was so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then we have the armors. So I'm also not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because we're not going to have the starting armor crazy long. But we will do some purple. And then here, we're going to mimic the same thing. And the boots. Cool. And then the mask is specific to the class I chose. So that is specific to Necromancer. It's the first stuck to the tip of my nose. Okay. And then we are good to go. So then you can customize even more for your playthrough based off of how you answer these questions. So Necromancer's closest companion is death. In acknowledgement of this, I mark my face with the symbol of a trickster demon. Trickster demons from the mist find ways to enter our world and tear it apart. I too am a destructive force, and all shall fear me. Sun just got up, he looked at her photo, goes, ooh, pretty creature. That is so cute. We can also choose a skull. I respect the traditions of necromancers that have gone before me. I mark my face with a symbol of a skull to remind me that even the greatest die eventually. Or lastly, a ghostly wraith. A wraith is a creature of energy, and its cunning helps you elude its enemies. What you cannot see can kill you. So I think we're gonna go ghostly wraith. I really like the look of this one. It's fun. Trouble may follow me, but I use my charm, my dignity, or my ferocity to overcome it. So charm. I'm charming. No one can resist me when I'm at my best. I know just what to say to lighten the mood or bolster the courage. Dignity. I'm dignified even when I'm up to my ears in mud. It's what makes people respect me. A serious, thoughtful demeanor is the route to success. Excuse me, or ferocity. I'm ferocious. Threatening violence gets me further than anything else. I'm a natural, though I do try to use my powers of intimidation for good. We're gonna go with charm. I dreamed of a quest that calls me to action. It was a vision of the white stag, the green knight, or the shield of the moon. So the white stag is a creature of enchantment, an immortal beast with great power. It is said that the stag will trade a magical boon for its freedom, if I can catch it. For the Green Knight, I saw a powerful knight in green armor, his face obscured. He was defeated, but did not submit. Was killed, but did not die. Dare I face him in battle? Or the Shield of the Moon. The moon is a powerful symbol of healing and magic. Any who dream they're protected by the moon shall know faith and fortitude. I hope I'm worthy of such a vision. I have to choose the moon. I believe that the most important of Ventari's teachings is act with wisdom, but act. All things have the right to grow, or where life goes, so too should you. So act with wisdom, but act. It's one thing to know what is right and another to change the world. We all have a calling. I will distinguish myself through my actions and thereby lift Tyria to a higher state of nobility. All things have a right to grow. The blossom is brothered to the weed. Diversity of opinion is good. Discussion is healthy. No one should be condemned simply for being different. I will stand up for the rights of all. Or where life goes, so too should you. The world is a delicious and gorgeous place created for us to explore, enjoy, and protect. I will seek out the lessons in every experience, and as I grow, I will have more to offer in return. I think these are all really great options. We're going to where life goes, so too should you. The pale tree awakened me during the cycle of dawn, the cycle of noon, the cycle of dusk, or the cycle of night. So the cycle of dawn. Sylvari awakened at dawn are natural talkers, diplomats, and forward thinkers. We are intimately connected with our surroundings and markedly empathetic toward all, even other races. Sylvari awakened in midday solve problems by attacking them head-on. We are the warriors, hunters, and travelers who experience life firsthand and enjoy the rush of taking risks in order to feel truly alive. Sylvari awakened at dusk are naturally curious and thoughtful. We love to learn and spend time reading and studying. We are intelligent and drawn toward the luscious complexities of magic. In the cycle of night, Sylvari awakened at night are secretive and cautious with information. We make our own decisions and we come and go as we please, nimble of mind and body. I think these are all great options as well, but because we chose the moon earlier, I'm going to stick with the cycle of night. I just think that makes sense. Okay. Though trouble may follow me, I overcome it with charm. The pale tree awakened me during the cycle of night, and the most important of Antari's teachings is where life goes, so too should you. While in my dream, I dreamed about the shield of the moon, and I'm called to find it. A necromancer's closest companion is death. In acknowledgement of this, I mark my face with a symbol of a ghostly wraith. This is my story. Signed, Novi Tringspring. I always panic that I've spelled something incorrectly. Spring. Perfect. Here we go. I'm so excited.
I am Sylvari. 25 years ago, my people first appeared in Tyria. The pale tree flowered, and the firstborn awakened. The dream contains my race's memories. We gain awareness here, and then awaken into the world. The dream fills me with knowledge, and is my connection to others. It is my inspiration, my guiding light. While here, I have discovered my purpose, to face evil and destroy it. Even now, I sense my destiny calling me to awaken. My time is soon. Nature and goodness are under siege. All life hangs in the balance. If Tyria is to survive, it will need us. If we fail, the dream will be consumed by nightmare. And Tyria will wither and die. I dream of secrets. The voices of my people whisper to me of spiderwebs and hidden knives. I see the symbol of a crescent moon on the curve of a shield. It is a symbol of wisdom. The dream hints at my future. I glimpse the faces of those whose secrets I will shelter, and who, in turn, guard mine. I will uncover truth and fight the nightmare that festers in wicked hearts. On the eve of my awakening, I feel the earth singing in my bones. And yet, I sense darkness approaching. Something intrudes upon the dream. Blocks the path to my awakening. Before I can enter the world, I must first face this evil and vanquish it. I am summoned by the dream. This is my story.
Gotta change hair. Okay, we're gonna do the total makeover kit. I skipped to the face and completely forgot to go back to the hair. The art style is beautiful. They do art and music very, very well. So you can turn on action cam. I use action cam because I don't like controlling my camera with right click. So I use action cam, which basically causes it to be like any other game where I just move my mouse around and then I am able to move. A truly decision made on the fly, 100%. Also, Ephraim, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but is Jennifer Hale our voice actor for the Sylvari? Or did she voice someone else? I cannot remember. I think she's ours. But yeah, you get around with WASD just like normal. You're perfect. Okay, so for those of you who've been following along for Mass Effect Fridays, Jennifer Hale, who voices Female Shepherd, is the voice actor for the female Sylvari as well, which is super cool. But yeah, so holding down to move, I'm turn off action cam so I can do that. Goodbye. So we've got some guys fighting here, but we are always looking for this little thingy thing. The star, the green star. That is a very good indicator of where you need to go. Why, yes, we can.
Dreamer, I am Keith. I need your help. Can you hear me where you are within the dream? Within the dream? What does that mean? Why do you look transparent? I am Interior, a land far away. Soon you'll awaken here, but for now you live in the dream. I can't explain right now. We must hurry. Something is poisoning the dream. Poisoning the dream? Of course, I will do whatever I can to help you. But why me? Your spirit is strong. Do not underestimate yourself. Head to the far embankment, and I'll meet you there.
All right, and then also up here in the top corner is always going to be your objective, and then you can see it on the map as well. Right now, because we're starting at level 1, we currently just have an auto attack available to us, which is 1, or if I have my auto cam on, it's a left click, which is super nice. Another reason why I like the action cam. And then our heal. So we can hit these nightmare hounds. I'm currently running an axe, so I have a little bit of range, which is very nice. We're gonna keep pushing towards the next spot that Keith is in.
Those hounds are an aspect of the poison. Our foe must be close now.
Uh-oh. Dreamer's down. Yes, there is. So if I use it,
I'm sure she could use you there.
okay. So if I use it, you'll see it starts counting down. There is a cooldown on everything. So if I hover over it as well, it'll tell you what it does. So my auto attack is called Rending Claws. Slash your foe twice with ghostly claws to make them vulnerable. Vulnerability applied increases against foes below the certain health threshold. So if they're below 50%, then they get increased vulnerability. So you do 42 damage twice because it hits twice. Vulnerability for 7 seconds, so they get 2% incoming damage. 2%. Hi, buddy. I was talking to my friends. Thank you. 2% incoming damage, 2% incoming condition damage. That is different. So there's regular damage, and then there's condition damage. And I could get more into that in a little bit as well, so I'm not completely overwhelming y'all all at once. And it has a range of 900, so it's got some reach on it. This does not have it has a cooldown of like a second, basically, if even. So your auto attack is just, it's gonna go. And then the heal that I have right now is called Consume Conditions. Feast on your conditions, so anything that is applied to me as a not good thing. Gaining health for each that is consumed and then become vulnerable. So the more things that are stacked on me that are bad, the more I heal for, but I will be vulnerable for a little bit after it. So defeat the shadow creatures infecting the dream. So we've got some guys over here. Is there a way to make cooldown times quicker? Yes. By stacking... Oh, this is going to quiz me to... Quickness? Alacrity. Thank you, everyone. But there is a thing called alacrity that people can apply to themselves or to teammates. So you have to create your build around trying to apply alacrity. Rosalind, you're totally fine. It's testing my knowledge on it too, which is always a great thing. But that will cause those cooldowns to happen faster. So having someone who can push alacrity is really nice. We got a big guy. I'm slowly losing my headphones. We're gonna get him. Or give him the bonk as a shadow of a dragon. And anytime you see Big Red on ground, you don't want to be in it. You don't want to be in it. So we can dodge as well. But as a rule of thumb, big red on the ground is no good. And then this is fun, so you can see a handful of other people that just started new characters as well that are here with us. So anybody that has that like tealy blue name above them, those are other players. And get rid of these hounds so they're not attacking us from behind. Get out of there. Big red is a dangerous spot for Tootsies to be in, 100%. Red is bad for Tootsies. He's so cool though. Ah! Okay, so I got caught in that. And later I will be able to have a stun break that will allow me to get out of that like stun obviously because it's a stun break. Yeah, no worries, Rosalind. You can take your time.
Where am I? I was fighting a great evil. Are we safe? Keith? Where is Keith?
Steady, sapling. You just woke. You were calling out in your dream. Keith was
Hi,
just here,
Liam.
but she had to go speak to the Pale Tree.
She and I fought side by side against a poison in the dream. I saw the shadow of a terrible dragon, and I felt the dream call upon me to defeat it.
By the tree. A wild hunt so soon, and such a momentous task. To be a valiant of the wild hunt is a difficult charge. Bear this calling with pride.
I will. But how do I begin? One does not simply awaken and rush off to face a dragon.
You start here in our forest. There were others hurt in the dream. They could use your help. Besides, it'll be fine training for a new valiant.
There's a lot of voice actors that you guys may recognize from other things. It's like that was Liam O'Brien. If anybody watches Critical Role or anything like that.
Pardon me. I'd like to talk to you. Pardon me.
Why, yes.
I'd like to talk to you. Welcome to Astoria. As you journey forth into the unknown, know that you are not alone. Seek guidance from those who make their homes here, and help them in their time of need. The path ahead is yours to choose.
So these are all things that we can do around to help out people in the area, all the hearts. And by talking to the wardens, they typically have a
You'll encounter amazing Asuran
this
wastes
telescope
that,
looking thing.
for a small fee,
But-
allow you to rapidly traverse the land.
As we talk to them, we'll not necessarily unlock more map, but it'll show us where other hearts are. And these right here are the waypoints. So these are going to be how we get around as we find more of them. That'll be how we fast travel.
Pardon me. I'd like
So,
to talk
yeah.
to you.
Yes. So this is Tyria. So we've got some stuff up here, some stuff over here. We've got the Maguma Waste and the Heart of Maguma. We've got stuff down here, over here, up here, all the way over here. We've got more down here. So yeah, this is the newest area, the newest expansion. It's a very, very big map. But it doesn't necessarily, unless you're just coming out the gates being like, I'm gonna do map completion. The story takes you all over, and it's gorgeous because you can explore so many different beautiful areas. Like, this game is gorgeous. Just how pretty all of this is. Yeah, so right now we are just trying to help out people in the area. So we're gonna head to the closest heart, which is over this way. Up here you can see this little like arrow that kind of guides us in the right direction. So we'll know we're in the area when more information pops up, which is behind. You guys are going to lose sound here for just a second. But I am going to move her down a bit so you guys can see exactly what I am seeing up there in the corner. But we're going to help Delilah keep the farmer's field safe. We've got to kill termites, uproot termite larvae, and feed prickly fruit to hungry moas. So we'll do all of that in this area. So we're going to dig up this guy, and then he's going to be angry. Why are you obstructed? What's happening? Can I get you with my 2? I can't. We're going to walk away from him because there we go. Cool. And then, so you'll see that the bar up in the top corner starts to fill out as we start doing stuff. So we're going to pick up this guy. Oh, not pick him up. We're going to kill this guy. So termite larva. Ooh, there's a prickly tree, so we could potentially grab. We're going to kick it. And then that moa got his food. Hi, farmers. We're going to pull that guy out. I got a couple more, and then we'll be good to go here. Hold this guy. We do have a new ability, and I'll read that out and show you what that does exactly once you guys get back from ads. Go on, Mr. Moa. Alright, this should be the last one. There we go. Okay, so that is completed. So we have completed this heart. And we also have leveled up, which is exciting. So we've got level 2 rewards. We've got our hero panel stat increase and weapon skill 2 unlocked. I think we also went straight to level 3, which is awesome. So we can access our inventory and PvP if we wish. And coming up at level 5, we're going to unlock a new profession skill. We will get a fine set of equipment or access to fine equipment at level 6. We'll start to unlock the next chunk of personal story at level 10, so it does give you the personal story in chunks of 10, like every 10 levels, so that you don't just bum rush it. And then we'll get 5 hero points, which are used for unlocking professions, which I cannot show you because I got to be level 11. So I will show you that later. But we're going to go find another heart. Yep, so now her heart is full, and we can talk to her and see what she's got for sale. So she's got a handful of things, which I don't believe we currently need any, and I can sell some stuff eventually as well. But they do typically have some small things. This way? I think it's around this tree. The Sylvan Hounds are so gorgeous. They're so freaking pretty. Okay, I do need to eventually, once I find one, get to a bank, because I do have a weapon that I was able to pull from another character that will level with me. And that is just going to generally make my life a little bit easier while playing with you guys. Okay, so we're in the area right now. We're going to help Jemai support the wardens of Wardenhurst by defeating undead, revive territory markers, rebuild fortifications, and spar with local wardens. Oh, sounded like someone was growling. So we're gonna pull on the hand to get him to come out. There we go. So we've got one undead down. Alright, welcome back, you guys. We are just helping out. Killing some undead. But now that you guys are back, we can go over our next abilities. This one's called Ghastly Claws. It is on our 2 key. I do have a bunch of buttons on the side of my mouse, so a lot of my stuff will be remapped eventually. But when you first start out, unless you remap things, it is just your 1 through 0 keys. But we've got Ghastly Claws. So summon spectral claws to slash your foe in a quick flurry of strikes, gaining life force per strike. This attack deals increased damage per stack of vulnerability on your target. And the little button, I can't like take my mouse to see it, but the 2 numbers up in the top right of this box, the 1 3/4 and then 6, are the casting time, so how long it takes to cast it, and then the cooldown time. So that is our second ability that we have unlocked. We're gonna yoink this guy out of the ground again. So that is what our 2 looks like, which is pretty fun. And I will switch to a greatsword as soon as I'm able to pick it up. Greatswords are my preferred. Oh, don't heal. Okay. So this scaled drake right here is yellow, like his name's yellow, which means he could be angry with me, but he's not currently angry with me. But if I would have started to accidentally hit it while fighting that undead, I would have made him a little angry. Honestly, rightfully so. Because if I was just minding my business, somebody started hitting me, I'd probably give him a little jump too. Alright, this should be the last one. Yeah. Awesome. So we've got a new level. We were able to do that heart, which got us 45 copper and some karma, which is another form of currency. And we got level 4, so we unlocked weapon skill 3, so I'll go over that in a second. Banking, which is awesome, and points of interest. So points of interest will show up around the map. And at first they look like this, just this little square, and then they will get filled in like this one whenever we discover it. So those are always things to kind of keep an eye out for. But our 3 ability is called Unholy Feast. Goodbye, Ignis. You heading out? You leaving? Okay. Goodbye. Get rid of the pat cam. But yeah, so cripple nearby foes and remove their boons. Release an unholy burst of foes below the health threshold. And then we can use it again. Mr. Jungle Spider, I don't wanna hurt you, so I'm gonna go over here. I'd rather not fight you. But when we use the 3, it will then do Unholy Burst, which is invoke an explosion of dark energy at the target's foe. I lied. So it will release an Unholy Burst, and then it explains what Unholy Burst is. So invoke an explosion of dark energy at a target foe's location, damaging nearby foes. So, and then we're going to go learn how to dodge. I am going to grab this waypoint, though. Anytime we see them, we want to grab them so that we are able to come back up this way later. If we need to. It's definitely very helpful to grab them as you see them. Whoa, hi. There are also mounts. This is my skimmer. Let me go through them. So when you first start, I don't believe you... I think when you first start, you can have a raptor for, it's like 72 hours or something of in-game time. Like, it doesn't count if you're not playing, but you'll have a raptor, which is this guy. And then this guy, you fully unlock him with Path of Fire. No. I just short-circuited. 72-hour Raptor for free-to-play players. Yes. and then you unlock it later. But I can't remember how you unlock it. It's been so long. Help. If you purchase an expansion, you get the raptor at level 10 now. Perfect. Thank you. Because I'm sitting here like, I know you unlock. I just got rid of Catcam. Hi, baby. Welcome. But this is the raptor. He's really cool. I'm a big fan of the raptors. And then we've got the Springer. Has a big bunny rabbit. He jumps really high. So all of them can do different things. Let me actually go back to the raptor here. So all of them can do different stuff. The raptor's thing is it jumps really far horizontally. So as you run around, he'll jump very far. Also, this bar here is a stamina bar. So it uses stamina for... I thought I heard your spoon clinking in a bowl. This is as you dodge or like use an ability on a mount, it will use up some of that stamina. But that is the raptor. And then you've got the Springer, whose big thing is jumping really high. So it has more vertical. So Springer is cool. And then you've got the Skimmer, whose big thing is going really fast on water. It's just like a giant stingray. And it can also do like heals as you dismount. And then you've got the jackal. This one is the one that I was thinking that came out with Path of Fire. The jackals are really, really cool. They're like little sand portal wolf situations. I mean, it's a jackal, but like they're really fun too. Big fan of those as well. And the roller beetle. Good old Petey. He goes really fast. And then you can like drift. I'm not good at it. But the roller beetles are really fun. And there's different races and stuff that you can do. Like timed, like I'm gonna be faster than you races. For a lot of these. And then we have the Warclaw, which came from doing World v World, but then Janther Wilds came out. And the Warclaws are heavily tied in that expansion. So these guys are super cool too. And then the Griffin, which is the most recent one that I have unlocked. And they are one of the flight ones. And then we've got the Sky Scale, which is one of my favorites. It's a Durgan. And then lastly, we've got the Turtle. And the turtles are fun because there's a seat in the back so somebody can ride with you. So a lot of times, Ephraim will drive and then I will shoot the cannons. And that'll be my job. I shoot the cannons and I speed us up. But the turtle's really, really fun. So those are all the mounts that we have. You do unlock them from doing different things. But they are super fun. I kind of completely forgot to talk about them until that guy just like dropped in front of us. And I was like, oh yeah, those are a thing. So right now we are just kind of completing hearts and exploring the area until we hit level 10. No, I can't. Can I? I don't think I have a booster on me at the moment. I think it's on one of the other characters. That's okay. Yeah, once I come across a bank, then I will pick up a booster and that weapon. Okay. So in this area, we're going to help Dandor manage his kennel. So help lost hounds. There's one right over here. Play with the pups and kill pests. Hi, buddy. The Sylvan Hound eyes you and whines as you approach. It seems confused. Go home, buddy. Go on. You got it. All right, cool. So he's home. We're going to stomp on some larvae. Probably make something angry. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we got rid of that stuff. We can go play with the pups. Hey, buddy. The Sylvan Hound looks at you lovingly. So sweet. What about you, little guy? Same thing? Okay. What about you guys? Y'all need Help with anything? No. Okay. All right, let's go find some more. Get rid of these guys. Ah! I wasn't expecting it to come from behind me. Oh, lost hound. Okay, we can send this guy home. It looks at you confused. Go on home, bud. You got... My god. Someone sounded angry over there. Got some more larvae here. Hi, Ignis. And another one. Ooh, a lost hound. Did you just spawn from the mosquito? Here we go. Alright, go on home, little buddy. Go, be free. A bunch of trolls over that way, but I think those might be out of the area. So... I'm not going to push that far out, but we've got some more mosquito larvae here. You should just need a couple more. There are also, what's the word I'm looking for? Jump puzzles that are really fun, so we'll probably do some of those eventually. I don't think we'll get to any tonight. But I truly think that doing jump puzzles in this game are what helped me with, egging on when we played that. Oh, I made that mosquito angry. Did I make that one angry? No, I didn't, but I can't. No, Mr. Stag. Okay. I got worried that I hit the stag, too. Alright, and then you go home. Yay! Okay, so we got another heart done. Sweet. Thank you. Alright, which has gotten us almost to level 5. We can backtrack and get this waypoint. Or not waypoint, point of interest. And that will ideally... Actually, let me talk to you real quick. We can't keep waiting for the undead to attack. We should take the fight to them. Drive them from the jungle. You have a plan? There's a nest of undead to the north. With your help, I'm sure we could clear it out and stave off future attacks.
Come along.
Let's do it. Look at his big eye. So cute. Okay, so that triggered an event, and so we're going to do that, and that'll get us XP as well. So there's a lot of events throughout the world. Some things will trigger other events to happen, and if you fail the events, it may cause a different sequence of events to happen. The world feels very lived in. Yay, we've got my shroud. I love that for us. Okay, we will, as soon as we are done with this event, we will do the level up. Got some more coming in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys got those? Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah, I enjoy combat in this game. I think it's very fun. But I, at the end of the day, will always be a button masher at heart. Oops. Sorry, friend. Ooh, that guy's a mesmer. Archmage Davey right there. He made a clone of himself. And you saw it disappear. That was fun. I don't know why I just tried to attack him. I was like, person. It means to hurt me. That's an Ashura, that little tiny guy right here that we just murder again because he's undead. Is that how it works? Now I'm questioning it. Yeah, but the little ones are the Azura. Yeah, that little like puff of butterflies is from the Mesmer. Yeah, it might be cool. They're really cool. The Azura have like every race has their like main area. For us, it's the Grove, which we are not technically in at the moment. It is right here. We're here. Whoops, sorry. I'm slacking. For the Azura, it is Radisum, which is a giant floaty. What shape would that be? It's not a dodecahedron, but it's just a huge floaty shape. Oh.
Think you're strong enough to stand against Satan. Gonna need to teach you what happens when you challenge death.
Oh. A cube. Is it a cube? Is it just like on its edge? Because it's not like, it doesn't sit flat. Oh, no, the brood mother. No, our friend. You turned her against us. I'm so sorry. We had to kill your friend.
The egg seems untainted. Perhaps some good can come of this nightmare.
So we did that event. We've got another event over here. I am going to... Hey, Oren, welcome in. Thank you so much for that daily haunt. Also, the Grove will be where you'll be able to find the bank the quickest. Amazing. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so we've got our next level up. So level 5 rewards, we got new professional skill unlocked and rally unlocked. So when we go down, we can attempt to come back. We also got level 6 off of that one, which was very nice. So we've got fine equipment, offhand weapon slot, which means we'll start unlocking our 4 and a 5. So when you have, there's two-handed weapons, so things like the greatsword, where all your 1 through 5 will all be for the same weapon. And then you've got main hand and offhand situations. So right now I'm running a axe main hand. Not sure what I'll grab for the offhand, but whenever you have combos like that, whether it be like an axe and a focus, then your 1 and 2 will be just axe, your 4, 5 will be just focus, and then your 3 will be like a cross of the two, which is fun. So we here can choose... No. I'm going to correct myself. Your 1, 2, and 3 are main hand. Then your 4 and 5 are offhand. I don't know why I was thinking the 3 blended. Ephraim, thank you. I don't want to accidentally lie to you guys, so thank you for correcting me when I accidentally start to. But we have the option to choose a staff, which is a two-handed situation. 3 blends on Thief and Weaver. Okay, that makes sense, because I was like, I thought it did on someone. But perfect, thank you. But we can do a staff, which is a two-handed situation, so it'll be all 1 through 5. And then we've got a focus that I believe we can set as our offhand. Yep, it says offhand. And continue to run axe. I think we're going to do that for this one. And then upcoming would be the Raptor Mount unlock at level 10. But we've already got that. So we can look at our hero here and look at equipment. And we can put the focus in our offhand. And so that allowed us to unlock. We're also going to swap this out. The 4th ability, just soul grasp. So release a disembodied hand to draw life force from your foe. So that one looks like that. It's just a big hand. Oh, well, that didn't. Yeah, that one's fun. And then I also have my shroud. So I can hit F1 in order to transform here, and then that does give me completely different options as for Necromancer. And then I can hit it again to pop out of it. So we're gonna go here. Do, 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 do. Never mind. That did not work the way I wanted it to. That's okay. But while in Reaper Shroud, it's sort of kind of another health pool for Necros. So as I use attacks, it'll deplete it, and as I get hit, it'll deplete it. But the Shroud is really, really fun. All right, so for this heart, we are going to help Elaine clear the spider cave, kill hiding spiders, gather red cap mushrooms, and destroy spider webs and toxic mushrooms.
Our deeds are reflected.
So there's some red caps. Ooh. I'm so small. I'm so tiny. I've got little small webs. With tiny, we gotta kill the webs and the spiders with teeny tiny little leggies. I'm so small. Okay. Get more red caps. Crawl inside? I didn't like that. Well, here I go. Oh, God. Just kick them all out of there. Okay, can I get rid of any of these spider webs? I cannot. Time to become very small again. Whee. And some more. Whenever we fight something a little bit bigger, that doesn't go down in quite so little hits, I can show you guys more of what Shroud does. Yay! Cool, so we finished another heart. I got some more munties. Alright, you guys got that one. Okay, so we've got another heart here, and we can also do the learn to dodge here. So I think we're gonna here and then this way. I'm being attacked. Can I help you, Mr. Cave Spider? Cool. So we're gonna head towards that heart. Oh no, I think there is a jump puzzle over here, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. Welcome back, Rosalind. Okay, we've got about a minute left on the feeling tiny. Okay, so in this area, we are going to help Warden Brilliance clear undead creatures from the area. So defeat the Risen, burn their corpses, and stomp on corrupted grub holes. Oh, there's one here. We'll go out this way first.
Driving those undead, and I intend to find out what.
Oh, he's so big. I was collecting red cap mushrooms and they made me very small. I should only have probably 30-ish seconds left on that. I'm gonna burn this corpse. Yeah, you can see it here on my bar. And now that it's flashing, I know I only have a couple seconds left. Yep, there I go. I am normal size again. That grub is gone. Oh, where is he?
More undead. Watch
I don't think I'm gonna get to him in time.
It's vulnerable. Strike now.
I didn't get to him in time.
Talk about a wild hunt.
All right, take a blossom. So these are hero challenges. They're kind of all over. Some of them will be, oh, you just take a thing. Some of them will be you eat something. Some of them will be you fight this person. But those are what unlock hero points, where we can make different trait lines and whatnot, which I think I had to be a level 11 to show that to you guys. Yeah. Yes, the leaf. So I just picked this up, so I'm going to use that, and that's what gives me that hero point. Oh. Burning him made him angry, so we're gonna just put him back down. Creature, how long was I gone? I don't think you missed a whole lot. We've just been doing some smaller events and whatnot to... Hi, buddy. To level up, because we've got to get to level 10 in order to unlock the next chunk of story, like the main story. Kind of grinding. I think it's fun because you get to learn more of the area and catch more like little bits of story. There's a lot of like passive conversations and whatnot that happen throughout Tyria that are really, really fun. This might be too far out. Come get me, you guys. Did you guys count? You did. Heck yeah, man. I need one more. How about you? You look good. There we go. Okay, so another heart done. Which is awesome. I probably should read those things to you guys. I forget that they have story bits attached to them. Cool. So we got level 7. So we've got another down skill. So whenever we run out of health, we'll go into a down state, which will give people a chance to revive us or give us a chance to like rally and get. So if we kill something when we're in that state, we'll rally and come back up. So we unlock the second skill for in that phase. Or that state. And then we unlocked vistas as well, which is very fun. Because vistas are... I don't think I've got any in this area here. But they look like 2 little triangles, and they're just really cool, like high up points that you can get to like really see how beautiful the areas are. All right, cool. Oh, there's a waypoint here I should get while I'm here. Ah, yep, I forgot. This is technically a jump puzzle area, so it's not going to allow the mounts. So I got to get up that way. Ah, yeah, don't mind me. Just passing through. Excuse me, beep beep, pardon me. No, not at all. Nope, no thank you. I'm so sorry, friend, I just brought them straight to you. My apologies. Okay, cool. And then I believe the learning to dodge was this way. Yeah, it's over here. Can help that guy. Okay, so learning to dodge. Dodge to avoid danger by pressing the mouse 5 key. So that is one of my side buttons. Or by double tapping of the movement key. While dodging, you're temporarily invulnerable. The yellow endurance bar above your health drains with each dodge, but it will recover over time. So we want to get through this in order to open the chest. Sweet, we got boots. There we go. Yes. So that's kind of the big thing with MMOs. If you know, are you familiar with Palia, Rosalind? If you are, Palia is also technically an MMO where you can see other people running around with you and like you play on servers together. So gotcha. Well, if you at least are familiar with it, that is also technically an MMO. So all the people that have the light blue over them, let me go back this way because I think there was some over this way. So all of the ones with all the characters with green are NPCs. Red or yellow are ones that want to potentially get us, but that, like that right there, Eleanor Willow, that is another person just like me playing. But storyline is your own. Yes, so everybody will experience the story like like unrelated to each other, but you will run around and you can do events and all of that jazz together. So like right here, we're going to do this event here. So if Sporadic is going to come with us, this person may also do this story or this event with us. And then Eleanor's coming in jump too. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do together. Yeah, we definitely can. So like if at any point Ephraim jumped on, like him and I could party up, and so we would see each other as little dots on the map, versus like these guys, I would have no idea where they were because they're not in my party if I wasn't directly seeing them on my screen. But if you're in a guild or a party with somebody, they will pop up on the maps as either a little blue dot or a little orange dot, depending on if you're in the party or if they're just in the guild. And so that's fun. But yeah, you can like party up with people and whatnot as well. And then there's also different modes you can play, like PvP or world versus world. I may play a little bit of World v World later. I haven't decided yet. But I may play a little bit later just to show you guys that aspect of it as well. That I have not played a lot of. It is something I've just recently had the, I'd say confidence, but I feel like it's more delusion sometimes of being able to play, because that is other people, like real people fighting each other. And so that's really fun. I think I get it. It's like Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm going to take your word for it. I'm not familiar with Dungeon Crawler Carl, but if it makes sense to you, then it makes sense to me.
Seize the moment. Congratulations.
Okay, so this is another heart here. So we are able to complete that quest. So it led us to a heart, which is awesome. That's another fun thing about a lot of the quests, is that they kind of lead you into places that you should probably be anyways. And we've got a chest, so we can open that, get some XP. So here we want to disrupt the Nightmare Court at the Briarthorn Den. And so we're going to speak with Alarin to enter the Briarthorn Den. Inside, we're going to defeat Nightmare Duelist, reassure hounds, clear the thorn barriers, and help the captives. So we're going to talk to this guy. So quiet, my disguise may be convincing, but the Nightmare Court is ever vigilant. These are dark times, and they're taking villagers from Astoria and turning them to their cause. What can I do to help? If your courage is the equal of your conviction, I can disguise you as a member of the Nightmare Court. If the guise succeeds, you can enter Briarthorn and disrupt their operation. I'll do whatever needs to be done. When you're ready, you can don the disguise and infiltrate Briarthorn. I am ready. Let me in. You see the cool hair we could have had if I hadn't forgotten about it? That's okay. We were planning on using the total makeover kit anyways, so it's all good. Okay, so inside we are going to hit this weak point. And there's another one over here. Like the story itself is not like Dungeon Crawler Carl, but the class and leveling system and the party and guild system seem to be... Oh, I was like, did I just make them angry? Technically. And the guild system seems to be, which I guess is the point of the series. Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely, it's on my list of ones that I'm like, I should read it. I just have not been in a reading mood lately. Which really sucks, but that happens a lot for me, where I'll go through phases where I won't really read at all, and then I'll do like nothing but read. Oh, hi, Pup. Pup watches your every move. Its eyes are filled with curiosity. We're gonna play with him. Hi, buddy. Look at the little hearts. The pup lolls its tongue and looks at you lovingly. It seems less aggressive. Yay. Alright, let's go let these guys out. There you go. Y'all be free. Or do I need to talk to you? The hound shudders under your gaze as if terrified what might come next. And comfort him. We'll console this one. And I will go do the same to these because I forgot to click on them. The Nightmare Court has clearly been harming the hound, so we're going to threaten it so it knows who's boss or help him. We're going to help him. Hound looks up at you with sad, lonely eyes. We're going to console the pooch. It's amazing and so worth it. Like, I'd pause the monster series to pick up this one. Okay. It's so good. Sorry, last week. I'm now 75% of the way through book 5. That's amazing. I'm on book 5 right now. I flew through the first 4, hit a reading wall as well, and slowed way down. That, yeah. It happens, unfortunately, but that's really cool. I'll definitely, I will definitely take a peek at it. Like, the next time that I'm in a reading mood, I'll check it out for sure. The pup watches your every move. Its eyes are filled with curiosity. You're gonna play with him. Oh, he's rolling over. You're gonna play with the pup. Nightmare recruits. I'm tired of the flowery lies of the grove. The childish frivolity of the dream is nothing more than a way of controlling the weak. Nightmare duelist. You reek of the pale tree. Are you new to this life, or are you scouting the groves? My presence there was in service to the nightmare. Were you able to locate any newly awakened that could be turned to our cause? Those born free of the nightmare and stout of heart. Then you are a failure and must be taught a lesson. All true hearts weep for suffering of others. Let the lesson begin. Okay, so we're gonna go into Shroud. Ha ha ha. Sweet, okay, so that completed that heart, so we're gonna scoot out of here.
The dreamers break so easy.
Separate them.
We're just gonna scoot right on. Just leap. Cool, so he's got what he should have. Got an Adventure Experience Award, Volume 1. There we go, another experience reward, love that. I still didn't read that. Level 8. So we unlocked underwater combat and then weapon skill 5. And so we can choose the trident or the aqua breather. Oh no, wait, never mind. I lied. We get both. Ha 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 ha. All right, upcoming. Okay, yep, we are encumbered. So let's look here at equipment. We'll put on that coat. That coat. Or not. Hello? I'd love to wear you. Whip. It's so strange. I don't know. All right, it may be because I'm encumbered. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, let me do this. Use. Okay. Oh, first off, let's add a bag slot. That's going to help a lot. All right, cool. Sweet. Okay, now we can solve stuff. And underwater. Here we go. Cool. And then we can break these down. You're a trophy. Put you... So this is a deposit all materials, so anything that can be used to create other things, we can hit that and it'll go into our material bank. So it's not just taking up a bunch of space here. These are all things that we can sell. That can be sold. We don't need those anymore. We are not using a rifle, so I am going to break that down and break you down. The gloves, we are a light armor. So that was the medium, the light, and the heavy armor. Same with these, and they'll say on them, and it's always red if you can't use it. So you want the light armor. I don't think we need more of these, but let me actually see if I can break these down before I start doing this. I can't. Okay, so we've got at least one of these, so we can get rid of those. We want the helm. Perfect. Get rid of you. So we're going to put that on. Because it is better than what we're currently wearing. This is also better. Then we can wear you. And the boots. I don't remember if these boots are better or not, honestly, but we'll find out. 15 and 11. Yep, so those are better. And then the leggings. Yep, perfect. Amazing. We look so fancy. So this is where fashion comes in. No, I would not. So I have some outfits that are basically skins that will override the look of what you're doing. That is what I'm going to do, because while we are steadily upgrading everything, they're not going to look great. So we've got this one, which is the Midnight Hunter outfit. One of my favorites. So cool. We've got Jorah's outfit, which is also really fun. We have got the Night Speaker outfit, which is, again, very fun. And then we have Marjorie's Shrouded outfit, which I think works very well for a necromancer because of all the skulls and everything. So I think we're going to rock with this one for now. And then I can turn it off later. But we can change all of the colors. So we're going to do that. And pick some random little ones real quick. We'll do that one. Got another question. It's not a pain. Can totally Google if it is. What is the red circle with the 986 mean? Yeah, perfect. That is my health. So as I get hit, that will slowly drop. But right now I am at full health. If you get hit and get hurt, then once you're out of combat, after a little bit, it will refill itself again. But the red circle is my health, and then the yellow right above it is my stamina, which is used for dodging and things like that. Yeah, I will absolutely answer any questions I can for you, so ask away. Graveman's a pretty color. Blurple's a pretty color too. I feel like the should be black though, the frillies. Oh, green. Why not just have a... I forget that the straight black is like not a very dark color. Yeah, we'll do that. And then... Marthasol? What about Veronica? Are you a little bit more muted? Sure. Okay. Works for me for now. There we go. And then I don't know if we can break down any of this other stuff. Oh, we can break down you. Okay, cool. Amazing. But we don't need you. We don't need you. We already have all of you. We're gonna get rid of these. I always forget I can sort by hue. Thank you. I'll try and remember to do that next time. I know I've got all those darker ones that are like the shadowed whatever, but it's the... I think I've got like a shadowed, like basically a red, a yellow, and a green, I think were the ones that I had. What are in you guys? You can deposit. Perfect. Okay, and then you I will sell. You I don't need. Perfect. Sweet. And so we're gonna head back this way. Awakened remnants have appeared in the area. Yep. As soon as I rounded that corner, I was like, whoops. This is a no mount area. So freaking pretty. Like sometimes I just like running around and I just start looking around and I'm like, it's so gorgeous. I'm gonna grab this waypoint that's right over here. I should be able to grab or hop on the mount now. Here we go. All right, and then we've got a heart here. So here we're gonna assist Valiant Kalik with the Risen, burn undead corpses, smash noxious plants, protect wardens, and battle the Risen in Sleeves Inlet. Oh, you're really pretty. So gorgeous. Mosquitoes, jungle trolls. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Glide. I want that plant. Okay, so since that was a noxious plant, it did stack poison on me, which you'll see down here on my bar. But it will go away after a bit. And then, so I did take damage from that poison, so it will heal back up once I'm out of combat for a few. Oh, we did unlock our 5 skill as well, so I can go over what that was here in a sec. Oh, I'm swimming. Okay, there we go. Alright, so our 5 is Spinal Shivers. Chill your target and remove up to 3 boons, which boons are the opposite of conditions, basically. So they, boons are good for you and your allies, and so I would remove boons off of our enemies so that they weren't getting the benefits of them anymore. So we're gonna, and then we would do extra damage based on the number of boons removed. Is there a way to become immune to poison and stuff? Yet? I don't know so much if you can become fully immune to it. There might be a trait line somewhere in some class that allows you to, or at least take part damage, but you can cleanse them off of yourself, if I remember. Don't squint at me. Why are you squinting at me? I feel like I gave a not correct answer now. And this is why I was like slightly nervous to play with you guys, because while I've been playing for a while, I do not hold the information in my brain. So like I'm always like, no, Rosalind, you are okay. Like don't ever apologize for asking questions. It truly just tests me on like what I know and what I'm confident in and whatnot. And we are, you know, lucky to have a wild Ephraim here that is willing to answer questions. I got it right in the end. Okay. Cool. So you can't make yourself immune to it, but you can cleanse it off of you. For example, where did I have a Connie cleanse. Yes. So my heal will take the conditions on me, so like poison and things like that. And it will remove them. So I could cleanse them off of myself with my heal. I feel like I'm just talking in circles until I finally get to the answer. All right, cool. So with level 9, we can now start gathering things, which is awesome. And we unlocked our downskill free. So gathering is super important for whenever you want to make things, whether it be weapons, armor, things for your homestead, because homesteads came out with Janthier Wilds, which was one of the newer expansions. Soup brain is strong, and that's okay. I swear, the soup brain is always a thing, but Fridays tend to be like the worst form of soup brain for me. Just because it's been like a long week, long day, all of the above. Okay. Ooh, there's an event here that we could do. Oh no. He's down. A very thin soup. We were very blessed to have a thick chowder earlier in the week. Oh, he's coming for me. Here we go. All right, let's get this guy back up. We're going to resurrect him, and that will hopefully continue this event. Wait for me! Okay, so our goal here is to escort him to Morgan's Spiral. This is a Char. That guy right there, that's an Ashura. They're a little angry right now, but that guy's an Ashura, that guy's a Char. They are undead right now, so they don't look as good as they normally do. That guy, I think, was just a human. He didn't look big enough to be a Norn. Yes. Yep. So our current goal right now, which you can see up here in the top corner, is to escort him to Morgan's Spiral. And so our goal is to keep him alive. He was dead when we came out, so we had to revive him. And then, so our goal is to get him to where he is going without him dying again. Bagel, hi! I am good. I'm glad you're here. I was lurking so much in your chat earlier, but I was like cooking dinner and whatnot too. Random aside, are you guys also hearing double of the honks?
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Because I'm hearing doubles. Okay, I don't know why I'm hearing doubles. I'll have to check it out later, but as long as you guys aren't, then I can deal with it, and that is fine. But I hope you had a really fun stream earlier, Bagel. I didn't get a chance to pay attention to it as much as I was hoping to. But it was really good to see you. Anybody else coming for us? We went really far off the path, buddy. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, you're just backtracking. Got it. Ooh, Warframe after Pal World. That's awesome. And I looked up at one point and I was like, that's not the game she was playing. That's really, really cool. I hope you like them both. Now we can do the jump puzzle. Yeah. And we jumpies. And then we go up here. And we fall. Which is a natural part of jump puzzles. I haven't done this one in forever. Okay. We jumpies. Jumpies.
Something is not right.
We jumpies again. To get up here. And we go across. And we jumpies. And we go across. And we jumpies again. And then we jumpies again. Jumpies again. And again. Yeah. Ooh, I almost missed that. Oh, don't hit me. Thank you. There we go. Around. There we go. I hate when I get stuck on like the tiniest little piece. Ah! You may not. Hey, stop, stop. I'm trying to jump here. Hey, 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 hey. Stop. Y'all are little shits. Now I can't jump no more? Boo. Boo all of you. Okay, well, that's fine. They said we needed to move on. Hooked on it, so you ended up switching. That's awesome. How was Pal World, too? I know that one just had the 1.0 release, if I'm remembering correctly. But I've heard really good things about Warframe, though. I just fear it may be another one of those games where I just kind of lose myself completely in it, and I don't currently have room in my life for that. We're gonna head this way. Oh, there's a vista. I can show you guys what vistas are. So we're gonna head this way. I think something might be about to hit me. And then I think we're gonna head this way to try and head into the grove so that we can both grab the weapon that's gonna level with us so I can have my greatsword, and also that's a big mosquito. Also do the total makeover kit. Oh no, Doe, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I'm so sorry, Doe. Fran, it's addicting. That world's great, a little slow, but fun. Okay, okay. Hopefully it'll speed up. I know that's, I hate when that happens, when you're like, I want to like this game, but it just moves really slow. And, I tried a few weeks ago to give World of Warcraft a shot, but after playing Guild Wars, and this being my first, like, true MMO, WoW just, the combat felt a lot slower to me. And it was one of those ones where I was like, I wish I liked this. And I, like, may give it another shot eventually. I need to be up there. How do we get up there? But yeah, no, I 100% understand that feeling. It's not a good feeling. Hi, jungle trolls. Don't mind me. Nope. 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 I wish to be up there. This way? Do I go this way? I do. So this is a vista. Vistas are really, really cool. They give you a little cinematic of the area. I like them very much because you get to see how pretty everything is. I just realized we were in ads. I've been so bad about paying attention to when ads are coming up here lately. Excuse you. I was showing the cool people at home the cool view. Boo. Yeah, but I really like the vistas. They're really, really cool. Okay, and we're gonna head this way. Need to be on the sky scale right now. Let me do we'll do the jackal for a bit. Jackal's fun. Whee. It matches area of the map perfectly. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why the Sylvari come from this area. Or do you mean me physically? Let me clarify, so I'm not just rambling about something that wasn't what you meant. Bagel! Oh my god! Like my real face, okay. Thank you so much for that. 4 months. Oh my god, it's crazy. Let me get away from these jungle trolls and I'll put your little goose in our jar. I just gotta get to safety here real quick. 4 months is absurd in the best possible way. Thank you so much. Okay, am I safe here? Am I good? Or are they following me? Okay, they're not following me. Okay, okay, okay. Would you like a pink goose? I assume. I have green, I have pink, I have orange, I have yellow, I have blue. Yeah, okay. Alright, pink goose. Into the jar. Big goo! That's so exciting. Thank you so much. Okay, okay, okay. She is so cute. She gets to join her sisters in the jar. Alright, where am I going? I've just been like running around. Alright. Perhaps here. Thank you. I don't think my mic picked him up. And I was like, maybe it's over here. And I just get a yes. Oh, who's crying? Why are we crying? Hello? You good? Oh, hi.
Seek,
Why are we
and you shall
crying?
find.
Please excuse me if I seem upset. I just finished a lesson with my mentor and we parted on bad terms. What happened? He suggested I stop pursuing the elementalist path and switch to thief training. Why would he do that? Apparently I have great prowess with light blades, but I don't want to be a thief. I want to use magic. Well, if magic is what makes you happy, don't give up. Okay. Okay, have fun. It's gonna be okay. Alright, into the grove. So this is the grove. This is the, like, heart of the main home area for the Sylvari. It's so pretty. So welcome to the home.
Rarely see humans here. What brings you to the grove?
That is the pale tree.
I took a jig when I should have
She's
taken
that tall.
a jag. I was
Very
heading toward
pretty.
Lion's Arch.
You're way off track.
This is what I
I
mean
bet you can't even find your
about
mouth when you're
side
hungry.
conversations that happen a lot.
Just joking.
They're very fun, but you'll be like running around and then two people will just start talking to each other. And grab this waypoint. Yeah, so this is the grove. There's a lot of points of interest that we can grab eventually. I'm not going to run around and do all of them right now. I will grab one of these vistas just because I realized during the last vista we were in ads, so just in case anybody was stuck in ad jail, I want y'all to be able to see how cool the vistas look as well. And then we are going to head to a bank, which I believe is down a level. It's either down 1 or 2. I think it's just, or is it up a level? No, okay. Yeah, but we will head to do that. Wrong way, the Ace away. I'm gonna hop on my sky scale. And back when this area, like the Quarteria area, when they came out, mounts were not a thing. So a lot of the vistas and whatnot are a lot easier to get to now. But here's a vista for you guys. Everyone. I can't get to him. But meet my husband. Ah, why no dance? Arms reveal. We'll do a little dance. That's so fun. Thank you so much for serenading us. I appreciate it. You got the moves. My one flex that I have on him is I have the sip coffee emote. All right, so let's go. I think that leveled us up actually. So let me do that first. All right, personal story unlocked. Sweet, so that hit level 10, so we now have the next chunk of the personal story, which is awesome. Cool. Thank you. Heard on 11 minutes. Cool. So let me go hit a bank, which if I don't get turned around, I believe is this way. And then I think we're going to do some worldview world. Hey, whoa, hey, keep your fireballs to yourself, bro. He's sitting there blowing fireballs at me. I don't need you. I need black line. Where are you at? It's all black line. Beb, help.
It won't matter. The worms will
I get turned around so freaking easily in these maps. Okay, guild bank and my bank. Yay. Okay, so this is my bank. Pay no mind to how disorganized it is. It makes sense to me. And that's all that matters. But I'm going to grab these and these. Incredible. And that is, I believe, all I need for right now. But... Shut up. Oh, so there are skins... Rosalind, that is a perfect question. I will show you in just a moment. I just need to keep an eye on time. You know what? I will show you when I get to my other character, because but they are skins, so that's the kind of thing that you would spend real money on, or get really lucky and unlock them with certain things. But you can customize those guys to look how you want them as well, which is really cool. So now I'm going to run Greatsword, which is awesome. I like big swords. Big swords make my brain happy. But yeah, awesome. So we will continue the next time we play Guild Wars. We will continue to push on with the main story, but I am going to pop back out to my character select and go with my original Necromancer. You guys are going to get a little bit of a sneaky peeky into a new area here. But this is my work log. I have a lot of the plushie sets, so a lot of my little guys look like plush dudes. This is my Warclaw. He looks like a little plushie as well. And I also love them. So my plushie Springer, instead of being a rabbit, is a bird, but they make really fun noises. So I'm a big fan of those. But the Warclaw is really fun because when I jump, you can hear the jingle bells, and it sounds like a squeaky toy as well. It's very fun. And then I got this guy. He's big and he's tall and he's brave, and I love him very much. But I also have a really fun one that is... my mouse is lagging so bad right now, and I don't know why. But if I go back or go to fashion... no. Where am I going? What am I doing? Travel, yes, and then I go here. Not the raptor. I want my sky scale, and then I want my Mysterio one. But he is really fun. This one I think is my favorite of the sky scales. He just looks like a wisteria tree. It's really, really freaking cute. I'm a big fan. So, the main reason why we are doing Worldview World tonight is because there's probably going to be a decent amount of, That sounds wild, having 2 of them in my ears. That's crazy. Also, I think I may have a few more of you guys here right now, so I'm going to remind you guys of this. So I am working on trying to get the daily honks switched over to a loyalty card, and once you guys hit 25 punches on the loyalty card, you will get a spin on a wheel that has options for different things. So things like extra entries into future giveaways, VIP in the channel for a month, a free gifted sub, or these little guys here. I've got little Durgans that are so freaking adorable and cute. But I will pull one at random from our little bag, and then that will become your little dragon that I will keep in perfect care and condition, and you'll get to name it and it'll sit on my mic. So those are different options. There are 5 of you right now that already get a spin, because I am going to honor those of you that have already hit 25 daily honks. I'm going to honor those once we get flipped over. And Bagel, you are one of them. Candy Waffles, if you're here, you are one of them. Cleary, you're one of them. Rosalind, you are one of them. And Chemical Chaos, you are one of them. So you are all the ones that have already hit at least 25. Everybody else was like under 10. But I'm going to honor those once we get that switched over and I'm able to get the loyalty cards working, because I've got them all set up. They just for some reason aren't connecting correctly. But this is my Reaper, which is a special, an elite specialization for the... I can show you guys here. So these are the builds that I was talking about. The hero points will unlock traits and whatnot, and then you can make your build. But I am running Reaper, which is a special elite elite spec. Oh my god, my brain is mush. So this is originally why I am able to run a greatsword as a necro until Secrets of the Obscure came out and it opened up weapons for everybody. Ephraim, I do not have my gear on, but I can. No, stop it. No, leave me alone. I'm not in a very safe spot right now. That's okay. We're just gonna go up in the air. Cool. So since we are heading into War v World, I do have different builds. So I can go back and forth between a long range, which runs with a staff, or my roaming, which runs with a... Why am I naked here? What's happening? Oh, I think I took all my gear. Which runs with great swords. So I'm either gonna... No, oh, no, I didn't. I'm running with an axe. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so I am currently running with an axe and something in my offhand that I don't remember what I put in my offhand. Yeah, so I've got greatsword, and then you can weapon swap eventually to where you have a different set, and I'm running with axe and focus, which is the same thing that I was running on the other one that we were playing together, which is fun. How much time do I have? Okay, so reset happens at 10, which is what we're waiting on. And that tends to be when a lot of the... a lot of people come in to play World v World. So I've got to be quick as soon as it hits 10 to get into World v World. But in the very brief meantime, because we've got a couple minutes until the reset, and then we've got to wait for it to reset. But this is my homestead, which became a thing in Janthier Wilds, which is really fun. And not on the right thing. But you can decorate it and whatnot, which is... Mace, hey! Thank you so much for that daily honk. I appreciate it. I hope you've been having a lovely day so far. But this is my homestead. It's very cute. It's very fun. And I have decorated a lot with it. Hi! I created a cemetery back here. So that was the last thing I was working on doing. And then I made this bridge, which I'm really proud of, because I made this completely from scratch, which was exciting. But this is part of the reason why it's important to gather materials and whatnot, because you can use it to build things for your house, which is very fun. Yeah, but if you guys ever want to play, it is free to play for the base story. And then you buy the expansions after that. But it is free to play, and I'm happy to add you to our guild if you want people to play with. But it's super fun, and it's one of those games that you can play it completely by yourself, or you can play with a bunch of other people. However you want to play it and however you go about it is perfectly fine. Okay, I don't need you, so you guys can go. And this is the Wizard Vault, which is like you do special events, you get points. It's a super easy way to explain it, and then you can use those points to buy things from the vault, which is fun. From are we heading for EBG, I assume? Perfect, thank you. Okay, so reset just happened, which is why everything is grayed out. So I'm ready. Gonna click so fast. Yeah, but reminder, Worldview World is not necessary. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll say you guys can't see chat, but he's talking to me in game chat at the moment. But Worldview World is not a requirement. You could play however much you want of the original story and not touch Worldview World at all. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But we will be playing both with and against legitimate other people. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah. I may have to switch away from these ears though, because the headphones I'm currently using are dying. Yeah, for the most part, Guild Wars chat is pretty chill. Like, people tend to be pretty cool. But yeah, you never know what people are gonna say. I feel like it's like that definitely with any online situation. All right, let me try and switch to these headphones. I'm going to switch you guys over to just chatting here real quick, so I can switch my audio as soon as I get into the into EBG. Because these headphones are dying, but I don't want to click out of the game until I get into it. But I've got to click out of it in order to swap stuff. So y'all bear with me just a minute on that. You're not missing any fun, that looks like, anyways. Glasses, headphones, makeup, slay. Thank you. It's repurpose of a lot of my Ren Fair stuff. So they're just hanging out. Yeah, I freaking love whenever people like say hi to each other in chat. It makes me so happy. I love it so much. Yeah, but we're probably gonna do this for probably 30 minutes, an hour max. And then call it for the night. So it is a shorter stream tonight, but we do have tomorrow's stream. So that's gonna be new. We'll see how Saturday streams work. If it goes well, then that may become our normal. If not, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be able to fit into my schedule well, then it might just be like a every few weeks situation. But yeah. Thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet. But I was like, if there's anything to dress up for as like a little mushroom fae, this game would be it. Either this or like Baldur's Gate or something like. But that is a future us situation. But I saw, because I have an industrial in this ear, and so these can bug me if they sit for too long. But I saw somebody do, okay, just reset. Thank you. But I saw, I don't know why I'm screaming back. I don't know if you can hear me. But all right, babe, I'm 8 in queue. So we'll probably run around and do something else, but I'm gonna switch. Never mind. I literally just recognized that I have audio coming through these already. I don't have to switch anything. But I saw somebody take the ears and attach like the alligator clips. Got more. Ooh. I will join your party. I've got some that oh, no, I'm silly goose. These things, the same things that I use for these clips. But I just took those and attached them to the back of the ears and then clipped them to my hair so they don't, like, all that weight isn't just sitting straight on my ears, which is so much nicer. So I'm like, these just, they feel better, they feel sturdier, and they're not pressing as aggressively on my my ears and my piercings specifically. Okay, cool. So we've got a little bit of a queue ahead of us. I am now 7th in line. It will hopefully move quickly, but we shall see. But let me jump back over here. There we go. Okay, cool. So I can show you guys my homestead in the meantime, which will be fun. You guys do not have audio. I do not have audio. Why? We now have audio. What is happening here? Sound. Default device. Okay. Hold on. I was getting Spotify, so I assumed I didn't need to. But I think I might have to. Weird. Okay. Trying to make sure you guys have audio. Because I'm not entirely sure why you don't. Try again. There it is. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, where are we at in Q7 still? Okay, cool. And it will hear like a war horn whenever it pops for us to go in. They really do. I feel like I've gotten really lucky. Oh, hey, it's one of my other characters. So this is my... I don't remember what you are. Revenant, I think? Yes. Yeah, I think she was a Revenant. But for the most part, mine doesn't bother me too much unless something is like directly pushing on it. But I've had it... Oh, God. 10-ish years, maybe? I had it for a while. But this is my house. This is my place. I got a little garden out here. I made like this cute little like bridge walkover thing here, which is very fun. And I would go inside. And got a living room here with my aquarium in the corner, my jukebox, and my amazing picture of Logan Thackeray, who you guys will meet later. Never mind, you don't get to see any more of my house. It's time to Worldview World. Sometimes my hats are annoying and stuff. Mine's like 12 years old, so it's not getting red or anything. Sometimes sleep wrong and it aches. Yeah. Absolutely. For the most part, like normal stuff doesn't like push on mine. I don't wear a lot of hats and whatnot. So I don't super duper have that issue, which is nice. I do not wish to be in long range. Was it Alt 2? 1? 7? There we go. Okay, I think I'm in the right build now. Okay, so all these people right here are on our side, which is awesome. Ephraim is way out there, so we're going to attempt to go get with him. Sous vide steak. Thank you. I will gladly take that. But this is what I meant earlier when I said your part. Where did he just go? Your party would show as a dot. Where are you? Oh, he came back. Never mind. So he's this little blue dot. All the green dots are just other people that are on our side. But he's up here. But I love the little squeakies, like a squeaker toy when I jump on this guy. He dislikes the cold. Yeah, I don't have to deal with that terrible cold like you do for sure. But the general goal is to capture as many keeps as we can and eventually capture SMC, which is the big castle in the middle. And it's 3 sides all fighting together. Or like against each other. So there's red, there's blue, and there is green. We are currently red. And then so everybody that we're going to be fighting in here, unless it's like that veteran sentry right over there. That is an NPC, but everybody else that we are fighting and running into are all like legit other people. Yeah, gaming husband and wife is so cute, like this low-key a date night. Yeah, kind of. I don't think we've World v Worlded together in a hot minute, but yeah, this is pretty normal. And we've got matching cape. Wait, are you wearing your cape? I don't think he's wearing his cape. What the hell? What is this buffoonery? But I'm wearing a cape with our guild symbol on it. And a lot of times, let me do this, and then I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. And I want to do this. And now we've got matching armor too, which is very fun. That's not the right cape, you silly goose. It's a good looking cape though. It's fun. Yay! Dude, if I can convince at least one person to play this game. Yeah, his war claw is a panda. Isn't it so freaking cute? He's just a chubby little boy. I love him. Did you, babe, do you have the skin for the chubby little cat? Do you have that one? I can't remember if you have that one or not. Yeah. He likes pandas. Pandas are real cool. I don't think there is a limit to party size. No, that's a lie. Is it 4 and then you have to shift to squads? Oh, the griffin is the fat little boy. And 5 in parties. Okay, awesome. Yep, so 5 can be in a party, but you can squad, which will go higher than that. But if anybody decides to play and you are looking for people to play with, I'm more than happy to play with you guys, and I can also add you guys to our guild, which right now active players is pretty much just me and Ephraim. So this space is owned by green, which is why this portal is green. We are trying to get into... I'm going to switch to my greatsword because I have a thing on here, and I am going to do my best to pull this guy down, which I did. Because my greatsword 5 will pull people. And so I just got us a kill because I yoinked him off the wall. And so in World v World, we get points by kills, by captures. So we want to do our best not to get killed because that's just giving points to other teams. And we don't want to do that if we can help it. I'm going to be able to yoink here. So you can see blue is coming in over there, all those blue triangles. That's all blue side coming in. And then green side's hanging out over here. So they're fighting for SMC right now. We're trying to get in. We just broke wall. Ephraim, just a smidge heads up, I am lagging a little bit. It's not too bad, but if I do something dumb, I'm blaming it preemptively on lag. Ooh, that green's just hanging out. That poor guy just got stuck in the midst of all of us. Double date night. Hubs would love this game. That's awesome. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be super, super fun. So if you guys are interested. And that, again, that goes for anybody, because base game, as a reminder, base game is free. For the main chunk of story, it is completely free. You do not have to specifically... I was going to pull him, but he moved out of the way too fast. You do not have to sink real money into this game unless you want to. A lot of the... Pretty much the only thing... There's a green over there just running by himself, but he's too far out. But anything that you can spend real money on is pretty much just cosmetic stuff. So skins for you, for your mounts, for your weapons, for your gathering tools, like all kinds of stuff like that. But you can play the bulk of the game for free. Okay, so we are in the heart of SMC at the moment. We are going to be doing our best to take this by killing this castle lord right here. But people are going to start knowing, so you can see some green is coming in over that way. They're going to start being like, oh, red is pushing to try and take SMC. So they're going to come in, they're going to try and cut us off and kick us out. Because right now, I believe it is greens. Yeah, yes. So green currently holds SMC, and they're going to want to try and hold it as long as they can.
Protected.
This guy, if you look up at the top center, he's got his health bar, and then there's a blue bar underneath. That is a break bar. That is something that it will break if we are using a lot of condition damage against him. So there are certain skills that will apply condition damage, and that is the goal for that when that blue bar pops up, and the orange bar will come in and recharge. We've got a couple of green coming in trying to pot shot. I haven't seen any blue really coming in hard yet, which is nice, because when you get all three in here, it gets crowded really fast. I don't remember if my 7 or my 8 is my sunbreak at the moment, so I will find out when it's crucial and probably pick the wrong one. Love that for me. Okay, that makes sense. So somebody in chat just said blue is probably going to push when we kill the Lord, which makes sense because once the Lord is down, then hi, Bumblebee, welcome on in. Thank you so much for doing that daily honk. I appreciate it so much. And I hope you've had a wonderful week and a great start to your weekend so far.
That was too close for comfort.
But as soon as we drop this castle lord, we have to stay in the circle for a certain amount of time in order to take control of SMC. So blue, because I'm dead. This is not good for me. That just goes to show how quickly that can turn. So I unfortunately have to make the run back. We're red, so I've got to make the run back from here. But hi, just stopping in before sleep.
Shit.
Thank you so much for capturing my current emotions. But that's awesome. Just stopping in before sleep. Hope you have a great stream. Thank you so much. I hope you get an amazing night's sleep. And thank you so much for stopping in. That is so sweet and awesome. But yeah, so you can kind of see how quickly the tide can turn, but the goal for, squeeze out here, since green was in control of the keep, blue would be very smart to wait for us to take down the castle lord and then come in, kill us off, and then take the keep. So basically let us do the dirty work for them. That is a pretty common tactic that I have seen, which is why that guy on our side in our chat was able to call it out. But you can see, just if you look on my mini map, you can see the line of green dots, all of us just running back for everybody that just got. Hi, BB. Ooh, this person next to me is very pretty. It's also super fun to like see in World v. World the different kinds of like cosmetics and whatnot, and like how different all of us can look. Okay, I am going to shift here to my range. So I've got staff, which means I can stay back a little bit farther and kind of throw more pot shots, which tends to improve my survivability just a bit when we're here. Which does help because, as Ephraim likes to say all the time, you can't do damage if you're dead. So trying to stay alive and survive is the best thing you can do for your team sometimes. So right now we're just kind of popping in long enough to hit some, and then backing off, and then going back in, try and pull off a couple more, especially because blue and green are now fighting each other. So we're just kind of taking some pot shots, seeing what we can do and who we can pick off. So if anybody strays a little too far, we're gonna try and get them. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, I'm not with my team. This is really, really bad for me. Hi, babe. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're so cool. And again, like I said earlier, red is bad. You don't want to be in the red. Sometimes you have no choice but to be, but you don't want to be in the red if you can help it. Oh, that one's chasing me. Yeah, we're gonna... So on this build, I have a minion that I really like. That I can... I'm in not a good spot. That's fine. I've got friends. Yay! I love when you turn around and it's just like a bunch of your people and you're like, I'm not alone. But I've got a dude that I think I'm gonna pop like right here. Takes a little bit to cast him, but it's a little flesh worm. And I can hit that button again to teleport back to where he is to get me out of trouble. I may have put him too far out though, but hopefully I didn't. So we're gonna try and get these kills confirmed here. So these guys are in a down state. We're gonna confirm those. Got him. Amazing.
I'm fast as the wind.
There's another one down right there. I'm not on the right thing. Okay. And we're going up east. We're going back down east. And there's a lot of times too where you'll have a what is called a tag or a commander. So on my mini map and also here you can see the person with the little pink little thing, the icon above their head. But they're the little pink floaty tag thing on the mini map. They are who is basically calling the shots right now and trying to keep everybody together and lead in the chaos. There's a lot of times where they could potentially be in a Discord call and they're just being like, hey, we're kiting this way. We're going to push on this. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Or like he just threw out in chat, focus blue, which you can see in the, on the speech bubble above his head. And it's their job to just, oh shit, to kind of help us. Oh, this is oh my God. I didn't realize blue was coming down the steps. I should have gone into Shroud. That would have given me a little bit more survivability there. But that is what the tags do. I'm also, technically, when I'm fully down, somebody can revive me, but it takes so long that like 99% of the time, if you go down, you're immediately waypointing and you're scooting and you're running back as fast as you can. Like that is typically the protocol there. I think very rarely do you just sit and wait to be revived. I'm stuck. There we go. But yeah, but the goal is to get back as fast as you can. And the only, why did I do that? That was so silly. Okay, there we go. The only mount that works in here is the Warclaw. The Warclaw originated as a World v. World mount. But we can't use like the Sky Scale or any of those in World v. World. It's just the Warclaw. And if you don't have a war claw, because you do have to unlock it by like if you're gonna go the World v World route, you would have to play World v World, and like it's a reward track for like that you get experience points into as you're playing. So if you don't have it, if you start running alongside somebody who does have one, it will boost your speed so you get places a little bit faster, which is helpful. All right, cool. So I have caught back up with Tag. Blue took SMC, which is interesting. So I know they took it because these portals are now blue. So you can't go through a portal if it doesn't match the color of your team. So we can only go through reds. But they are going to have SMC and we're not going to be able to claim it for a little bit. So we are going to probably go try and find some fights. See, it looks like Ephraim's coming out here in a second. But we're probably gonna try and go take some fights elsewhere and get some points that way. So let me pop off of my roaming build, or back into my roaming build is a better way to phrase that. Where's my husband? Oh, we broke down the wall. Yay! You got it, Bagel. Thank you so much for that. I just threw my coaster. My coaster? I don't know why that word sounded wrong. Perfect. Thank you so much for that, Hydrate. All right, my love. Are we staying here for the fights still, I assume? Or are we running off to Rome? You got it. Okay. I got a thumbs up emoji in the chat. Okay, I'm switching back to Greatsword again, because I do not have things leveled enough to really be of help with this siege damage that's happening up here on this gate. So I'm just keeping an eye out up top for anybody that I could potentially yoink off. They get too close, but it doesn't really look like they're focused on this side right now. Okay, goodbye. That's not what I wanted, but it's what I did. So this is a oh Jesus, this is a scenario where we're reversed, and I don't want to. I'm in a terrible position. I got stuck on that wall. I don't remember what I was saying now. I was going to be like, I don't want to do blah, 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 and then proceeded to do something just as bad. Oh, I was saying because we're now up on the wall, I want to watch myself at the edges because somebody else probably is a Reaper that can yoink me off the edge. So you got to be mindful of those edges. We can glide, but also got to be aware of what areas we're in. So you can see on my mini map some like there's like red outlines. I ran. Oh God, that's so embarrassing. Don't look. I ran onto. I forget that there's not endless stamina here. I'm pretty sure he just watched me fall from the sky. That's so embarrassing. But shit. But so if we had crossed into like blue territory, you can't We've got a green up to our left, babe. But you can't glide in an area that you don't own. So if you're like gliding along and you cross into a border that somebody else controls, you will plummet to your death, much like I almost just did. And it's very embarrassing when you do it, because if you do die, that's a free kill for the other teams. Excuse me, my goodness. Okay, so we are straying from tag, which means it's more likely for us to run into people that are also roaming. This is a camp, so this is another way that we can get points for our side. We are currently waiting on that guy right here that is glowing blue to no longer be glowing blue, because right now he has got righteous indignation, which means we can't kill him, and he does even more damage against us for another 17 seconds. So as soon as he stops glowing blue, we will come in and we will curb stomp him, and then we will have to stay in the circle in order to take control of the camp. And once we have control of the camp, there is that supply depot right there, which means that we can pick up supply in order to repair other things like camp walls and things like that that get taken down. Not camp walls, castle walls and keep walls. But it is very possible that people know that we are curb stomping that thing and may come up and try and stop us from taking this camp. So definitely gotta keep your head on a swivel. It's also very easy to lose track of time when you're playing World v. World, because everything kind of happens in like a couple minute bursts. I don't have any gathering tools on me right now because I moved them to another character. That sucks. Okay, that's fine. But there's the timer up at the tippity top, and every 5 minutes, if I'm remembering correctly, you get things called pips, which are basically just reward for being here, participating, and whatnot, that you then use towards like unlocking other different things that my brain is now completely blanking on. But it's really easy to just kind of get lost in the sauce and be like, I'll just stay for another 5 minutes. I'll just stay for another 5 minutes. It's just another 5 minutes. It's fine. Oh, I want him. I want him so bad. He's not close enough for me to yoink. That's fine. No, stop it. Leave me alone. No, stop it. Need to worry about time. Yeah, I'm not super worried about it, like, quote unquote, going long. I just know I'm gonna start fading out pretty soon in terms of just being sleepy. So I don't want to go too crazy late, just for trying to keep my sleep cycle and sleep schedule decent. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this and having fun, because I would love to play more of this with y'all. Oh, that guy got stuck. That's unfortunate. It always sucks when you, like, it sucks to be that one person that's like, I shouldn't be here, and you just get caught. It's incredibly unfortunate when that happens. Oh, where are my people? I don't want to be there. So that orange that just popped up is very bad. No, God, no, 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 no. Yeah, okay. They all turned around at the same time. No, let me up, let me up, let me up. Let me up, let me up, let me up.
Help me over here.
Yay! Ephraim to the rescue. If you cannot pick me up, that is a-okay. I know there's a lot of them right now. Okay, that's fine. I'll run back. Thank you for trying. I'm sorry you died in the process. I got you killed. My apologies. I need to learn from you for getting on an actual sleep schedule. Dude, I have to, honestly. Like, I feel like a grandma sometimes where I'm just like, I'm just tired and I want to go to bed. All right, we're not going to embarrass ourselves in front of our friends again. We're going to drop a little slower. There we go. And we're going to land safely on the ground. There's also Doliaks, which are like giant mule situations that will carry supplies from camp to camp. Or from keeps to camp. I can't remember exactly what way they go. But you'll see them along the map as well. I'm gonna take a risk here. Like this is a Doliak. This is one of our Doliaks because it's red. So the other team can come in and try and kill that Doliak to keep it from getting to the camp in order to refill the supplies. And then that would keep us from being able to, you know, repair walls for keeps and things like that. So there's definitely a lot of different types of like ways that you can play. Oh no.
Not enough energy.
Oh, no, fuck, shit, fuck. God damn it. I like feel rusty, like I can tell I haven't played in a while. But that is okay. You just get really familiar with this run. Off we go again. I always get nervous when I'm running by myself. Because it's there are some people that specifically just roam. Like that's their main mission is to just pick off people that are running by themselves. And it always makes me nervous because typically the guys that do that are really good. And also have a build that is intended to do exactly that. And so when I get cornered by them, I start panicking and button mashing. Of course. And it does not normally go well for me. I'm gonna be back on Axe. I've got at least a little bit of range here.
Protected.
All right, so we've got a bunch of blue around the corner. Blue currently owns SMC. I'm gonna try and pull someone. Never mind, he's dead.
You're seeing me.
It's also, it can get very overwhelming with just how many names and whatnot there are. So you can, in your settings, turn off the, like all of that that's happening, the blue and the orange and all of that, the, like, spell effects, I guess is a decent way to call it. I don't know if that's actually what it's called. But you can turn that off or down so it's not as, like, aggressively in your face, or if it ends up starting to be too much on your computer. Then like you can change those settings to make it a little bit easier. I almost got stuck on the wrong side of that. Okay. We've got a handful of downs here, so what I'm trying to focus on is just confirming those kills while everybody else does what they need to up front. Oh god, no, my eyebrow just... Oh, this is a terrible time. Okay. And another thing that Ephraim fusses at me a lot over, because I forget it every single time, I thankfully remembered it there, but a lot of times the easiest way to get away from the horde as they come through is to go through them. Like here, I'm gonna want to go through versus trying to backpedal and run away from them. We've got a lot of people down, but so do they. All right, confirm that one. All right, and him. All right, I think you guys are about to go into ad jail as well. You're probably not going to miss a whole lot here. So we're gonna need more of this for the most part. So if you get stuck in ad jail, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out. I appreciate it very, very much. Oh, I have made dumb, dumb decisions.
Nothing can save you. Your stone is mine. Help, vigor, recovery.
But I have friends that kept me alive. That was a really dumb, unintentional 4v1. All right, we're running to catch back up with our people. I guess there's a lot of them behind us too. Oh, my ankles.
Concentration.
Yeah, yeah, dinner roll. It gets pretty crazy. And this is at like peak playtime because reset just happened at 10, which basically means that everything for the week gets wiped back to 0. Any like brackets get changed. So like the worst performing team from that week moves down a bracket. The best performing team from the one below moves up a bracket. So teams will kind of like shift around every week. So Friday night reset, Friday night form up is a very big thing, which is why we had the wait and the queue to get into here. And honestly, an 8 queue is not bad. I have seen them get way worse. Currently, the EBG queue is at 31. And that still isn't the worst I've ever seen it at. So it gets very crazy, but it is a lot of fun. But again, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. And you don't have to play this in order to enjoy Guild Wars. There's a lot of ways to enjoy this game. And it's part of the reason why I think it's such a great game. Because it doesn't matter what your playstyle is, whether you just want to hang out and chill and enjoy the story, if you want to play with other people, if you want to play against other people, because you can also do things like fractals and whatnot, which are basically like dungeons where you go in with your party and you're playing against NPCs. So those are always really fun too. So there's a lot of different ways you can love and enjoy this game.
Life blooms anew, a legacy made.
We've got 2 tags right now, and I don't know why.
Protected.
But we've got the pink one and then the yellow one, and I don't 100% know why we do. Oh, okay, we're pushing. All right, hell yeah. Ah, I got yoinks. No, let me out of here. No, let me out. So that didn't go well for me, in case anyone was wondering. I was about to try and yoink someone else, and I got yoinked first. Oopsie doodles. I was about to say that person's glider has not loaded in, so they were just power stancing their way to victory. I think I've had a couple of like things through War v World that I thought were just really fucking funny. But one of them, I call my Paul Revere moment, where we were playing with another friend of ours, and I died and was on my way back. And I was running kind of down this little hill, and I started getting shot at, and I was like, what's happening? And I turned around, and running down the hill behind me was just a horde of red, because we weren't red at that time. It was just a whole swarm of them running behind me, and I was just like, this is the end for me. I'm not surviving this. So that was fun. And then this was several months ago at this point, but we kept running into this one person who is from a guild, and you can see the guild tags that are in the brackets next to everybody's names. But people who are on the other teams that aren't on your color, you can't see their full names, you just see their tags for their guild. And this guy, I assume guy, I don't know, this dude, gender neutral dude, was from a guild called Jumpy. And it was really funny because every time we would see them, we would, instead of fighting each other, we would just stand on our mounts and just jump with each other. And it was just really wholesome, and it made me really happy. And I hope that person is doing really well. But it was very fun. This is going to be a fun one.
Lend me your keen in-law in keen hands.
I was like, where did they go? What are we curb stomping? Who are we curb stomping? Oh, the catapults. Okay. I was like, everybody's just like in this circle and they're curb stomping, and I don't know what we're kicking. So there were some green roaming around up there. Are we going? Got it. Thank you. So every now and then you might hear that doot-doot sound. That is Ephraim pinging a space like that. And it shows up on the mini-map as that little red circle. But there is a very uneven fight happening here. This poor green. So this one green was very unfortunate and got stuck by themselves. Okay, so this guy still has that righteous indignation on him, which is all good, because I believe we just captured that in the camp. No, we didn't. Just kidding. Green was able to capture it, so we're waiting on the RI to go down. Okay, we're running off. Got it. I got it. It is very warm over in my little corner right now. Hey, Red Rum, welcome in. Oh, so you want to fight, or is he leaving? You leaving? Okay, goodbye. Have fun. Have a good time. I hope you are doing well today. Haven't done War v World yet. It's fun. It's very fun. I'm still relatively new to it in terms of, I've played it on and off for a while. I'm not the best at it. I die a lot, but it's fun. It's a good time. And Friday night is always the resets, so it tends to be way more populated. Like I was saying, the queue right now is 30 to get into EBG, into Eternal Battlegrounds. So there's definitely a lot of fights on Friday nights, which are super, super fun. But reset happens at 10 o'clock Eastern. I had to confirm that in my brain. I was like, yeah, we just did reset at 10. But it's super, super fun. We played a little bit of a new story earlier. So I started a new Sylvari Necro. So that was super fun. And now we are just checking out some War v World. I'm just trying to kind of showcase as much of the game as I can to people who may not know anything about it. Ooh, I do not like that sound in these headphones. I don't know if it's that... I don't know what that sound was, but it was like either that spark thing over there or the steam or something. That is not super fun. Everything also just sounds weird in these, oh, I'm in a not good spot. No, let me free from this prison. Let me out. Yeah. Maybe? Maybe? Can I get back up? Can I get back up? Let me up. Let me up. I'm so close. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you. I should get back with my team. I'm like slowly chasing that one dude in green.
Protected.
You're going back down the hallway, I assume. No? Okay, we're pushing. Also, know nothing about getting in. There we go. About getting in them or anything. I've just been doing the story and lots of PvP. That's awesome. I've never done any PvP. So, and that's, I was talking about this a little bit ago, but that, you know, kind of solidifies what I was saying about how you can play this game in so many different ways. And like, you know, if something doesn't interest you, you don't have to play it. You can still love and enjoy the game. That's awesome. Is this your first time playing through the... I am in a terrible spot again, through the story and whatnot? Or have you played through it before? I love the story. I think it's definitely... they do a really good job of pulling at my heartstrings, and I cry very easily anyways, but it's always so good. That's awesome. If I may ask, what race and class do you play in? So we just started another Sylvari Necro, which is one of my favorites. Sensitive girlies rise up. For real though, I cry so easy. I'm honestly surprised I haven't cried more on stream than I have. Like, I thought about that the other day because playing Letter Lost, I cried a little bit during one of the things there. And I was surprised. Oh god, that was such a terrible spot to be in. I got like stuck in that corner. Crying girl, but it's usually empathy. Yeah, 100%. But we just started a new Sylvari Necromancer, which was my very first character was a Sylvari Necromancer, which is who we're playing now. I will always have a soft spot for this character for sure. But I was like, I want to run something that I'm familiar with so that I'm not learning something brand new alongside you guys because I don't feel like I know the game that well. But it's super, super fun. I like it. Sylvari Ranger and a warrior. That's awesome. I've been playing a little bit of Ranger here and there. And I have a Revenant that I play on a little bit every now and then as well. But for the most part, it's this Reaper that I run. I love Reaper. It's very, very fun. It hits like everything that I need to like scratch the itch in my brain. Like, I want big sword. I want to see big number go burr. Like, I love Necromancer. And then also the, I talked about this at the start of stream too, so apologies to anybody who's heard this already, but the very start of, running that sentence back. But I really like duality of things that are really cutesy, but like also kind of creepy. Yes, yep, this is a Necro Reaper. I am a huge fan. But I really like my first D&D character was a gnome warlock that was super cutesy and tiny and adorable. And just very fun and happy, but she would use like really creepy eldritch magic. And I really like that duality. Using a longbow with a greatsword. That's a fun combo. I freaking love a greatsword. I love greatsword so much. I just started running an axe focus combo with the greatsword. So I'm not super familiar with it yet. I don't know what Inthon Sniff means, so we're just gonna run with it. I don't know what that means. I'm stuck and I don't wish to be. But I was running double swords for a while. I don't know why I did that. That was really silly. I forget that one. Why am I going? Why am I running in there? No. I'm like yapping so much. I'm not paying attention at all to what I'm doing. But I was running double swords. I really like the double swords, but I was changing it up a little bit just to kind of play something else and play something new. So I'm doing axe focus combo with the great sword. Got Buddy to play. That's fun. He's a Death Knight in WoW, and online says Necro Reaper is the way to go for him. That's awesome. It was Donkey Kong, and that makes more sense. That's so funny. I'm in a terrible position again. Literally how I live my life, just in a really bad spot. Oh no, I tried to do my Reaper 2 through them and got stuck. That's okay. But that's awesome. I love the Reaper build. So hopefully he has a lot of fun with it. Oh my god, I'm back. Amazing. But hopefully he has fun with it. I tried to play WoW a couple weeks ago, and since this was my first experience with MMO combat like this, I, for some reason, just WoW just was not hitting for me. And granted, I didn't give it a lot of time. Ephraim and I played like a session together, and then I was like, I don't so much know if this is for me. I'm trying to get a handful of them with the shield. Oh, this is bad for me. And this is why I really enjoy having a Reaper Shroud, but I am in the wrong direction, so we're gonna go this way. But the Reaper Shroud for me is almost like a second life pool. It's not the best to treat it that way, but it does help me when I am in trouble. As long as I remember to use it. To be honest, I thought of myself, maybe I should clarify. I appreciate it, because I'm not super familiar with WoW. So the clarification is definitely appreciated. This is chaos. And this is what I mean by I just start button mashing because I can't see in order to know exactly what I'm doing. That's unfortunate. But that is okay. It looked like a lot of our people were leaving anyways. Yeah, but it's super fun. So hopefully your friend is having a good time with it. But I am playing a Sylvari Necro Reaper, and this guy right here is, are you running your Elementalist build, Tim? I assume you're running your Elementalist. I know you're running your Elementalist, but like what's your, I don't remember what elite spec you were running. Catalyst? Are you running Catalyst? Yarp. Okay, amazing. Yep, so Ephraim is running a Catalyst Elementalist build. Rosalind, that is a wonderful question, and I would love to answer it for you. No. Currently, green just overtook us. We're really close with green, but right now blue is in the lead, but it will change a lot. It will go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for the entire week. Especially because, you know, with time zones being a thing, sometimes like the more like Oceano areas are way more active at certain parts of the night when we may not be as active, and so it'll swing heavily one way and then they'll go to sleep and we'll wake up and it'll swing back the other way. So completely is still up in the air with it having just reset. Like it is still anyone's game with how close everything is. But with blue holding SMC right now, that's getting them a lot of points. Yes. Yeah. So that's kind of the big point of Friday night resets, is that the week resets and everything starts fresh and new. So it'll go for a week, everybody will fight for a week, and then whoever is the best of the teams will move up into a different, what's the word I used earlier? Like a bracket, that's the word I used, but they'll move up into a bracket. The worst of the bracket ahead will move down. So everything kind of shifts around on Fridays, which is why it's so popular right now and why there's so many people on, is because a lot of people try and get in for Friday night resets. And it's rough not knowing what all classes do. Yeah. And then especially within the classes, you've got the 4 different elites as well. So yeah, I still couldn't tell you what half of them do. Honestly, unless I played it, I still don't super know what a lot of them do. And I don't branch out past what I'm comfortable with often. Love that for us. Green's hanging out here somewhere. Yeah, of course. I'm happy to explain as best I can. But yeah, you know, anytime we play Guild Wars, I'm happy to, you know, this is our first time playing, you know, on stream, but anytime we play, I am happy to answer as many questions as I can. But I am by no means an encyclopedia or like the most knowledge or skilled. And also, if you want to get like very specific, like this is how you min-max, this is the best thing you could do, I am not that person for you. I am here for the vibes and the fun. So that, you know, that's generally my play style. I assume that matches up pretty well for most of you guys, but just a heads up on that, there are definitely way better creators out there and streamers out there that can give, you know, much more in-depth things. Oh, I'm lagging so bad right now. If that's the kind of content that you're wanting, or like educational content. I am way too far from my people. Addie, hey, I am dying. Oh, no. My friend's gonna get heading to bed here in a bit. Didn't get very good sleep last night, so I'm hoping I can sleep better tonight. But wanted to swing by, say hi and good night, though. Thank you so much for stopping in, and I certainly hope that you get better sleep tonight, because that sucks to not get sleep, let alone 2 nights in a row. But thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. It's so good to see you. And thank you so much. Waking up in the middle of the night and then struggling to get back to sleep. Oh, that's even worse, because then you're just like super groggy too. Oof. And I am so sorry.
This,
but I hope that you
take this.
Oh my
take this.
Hearing everything in duplicates tonight is throwing me off so much. Thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you so much. Holy cow, thank you so much for those bits. Was it 300? Yeah, there we go. 300 bits. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All of you, in case you all play, you can see as well. That's awesome. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Red Rum. It's so good to have you here. And thank you so much for hanging out and chatting and lurking in the bits. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Alright, that made me sweaty. I've lost my husband. Where did he go? I'm not sure where he is. I will find him eventually. Where is Tag? I can at least get on Tag. Oh no! He crashed. The best part about streaming, love meeting new people, making new friends. I absolutely agree. I cannot go out that. This is a terrible spot for me to be in. But I 100% agree. There's so many really cool people that, like, it's been almost 6 months for me now. But like I've already met, like, even in like the first month, I had already met like so many freaking cool people. But definitely is the best part. 100%, like, no question. Okay, so Ephraim crash, which means he'll oh, wait, no, that means you're down for the count tonight with a 28 Q. Almost a year! That's so awesome! Oh, that's gonna be so much fun to celebrate. That's awesome. I'm proud of you, Addie. That's awesome. Okay, what time is it? 11 o'clock. Okay, that might also be my cue to skedoot. That way I can open up a slot for somebody that's in this 28 queue. So let me, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because it's gonna take them a bit to get through this door anyways. And I don't think Ephraim's going to be getting back in with that queue that long for a hot minute. So we are going to leave the mists and open up a spot for somebody else that wants to pop in and play for a little bit. Yeah, I'm so glad I met you guys too. It's so awesome. Okay, cool. So let me head back home so I can make sure I'm in a safe space.
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Stop it, you guys. Y'all are way too sweet. I appreciate y'all so much. They're some of my best friends or people I've met through streaming. I feel that. It's crazy too, because it's like, it always feels like you just randomly run into them and you're like, for example,
I love you,
like,
bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
But like Bagel is like such a close stream friend for me, and I truly don't even remember like which one of us stumbled into the other person's stream first. And it was just like, because there's those people that you just like run into and then it feels like you've known each other forever, and it's always so much fun. My face here, but gonna go grab a beer real quick. Amazing. That's so funny. But that's awesome. But yeah, but it's truly, it's such a great thing. And just like seeing, and another thing that I absolutely freaking adore is seeing how many people she's okay, I guess. That's so funny. But I'm losing bobby pins out of my hair now. But another thing that I absolutely adore is when you're like just casually hanging out in somebody else's chat and then you see people you know from other people's chats or like from your own chat. Like that brings me so much joy. Like I was in a huge, in comparison to me at least, a huge streamer and saw Rosalind over there one day over in Gary, I can't for the life of me think of his entire name, but over in Gary's chat one day, I was like, that's so freaking cool. I know her. Like, that's so awesome. And it makes me so happy. And like seeing people say hey to each other, the hot cross. Yes. Amazing. Thank you so much. But it's like, it's so freaking cool. Or like when people come into my chat and they say hey to each other and I'm like, yes, like this is what this is for. This is what streaming is supposed to do. It's supposed to bring people together. It's supposed to make new friends for people, whether it's for me or for just, you know, people hanging out here or whatever. Like, it's so fucking cool. I love it so much. And so many streamer chats and constantly bumping into people I know. That's so funny. Oh, Addie, I didn't comment on it. I needed to, but I had a streamer pop up on TikTok. I cannot for the life of me remember her name. It was the first time I'd ever seen her, but the video that she had posted was of a comment that or a chat that you had put, and I was like, oh my god, I know Addie. That's so freaking cool. Like I can't, of course now can't remember anything else about it, but like I got excited because I was like, I know that name. That's so fun. It was so cool. Literally always looking to make new friends. Absolutely. But it was so much fun. But like that's the point. The whole point is connection. The whole point is to, you know, have dinner roll. Not again. Thank you so much for those 5 gifted. Let me put the little geese in our little jar. Oh my god, you are freaking sweet. Easy. You know, I just said I don't cry. I haven't cried much on stream, but we don't need to change that tonight, okay? Oh my god. Okay, all right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you so much. It was such a good stream. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, and I'm glad you got to see the game. So hopefully that, you know, hopefully you like it. Hopefully you'll pick it up. Again, it's free. But thank you so much, Topaz. Oh my god, hello. Welcome on in. But yeah, Dinner Roll also streams. He streams a lot of Fortnite. And I think you're still streaming some Slay the Spire 2 as well. Topaz, oh my god. No, I refuse. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, you guys are so fucking sweet. I can't. You're too sweet. Sickeningly sweet. Yeah. No, oh my god. Rosalind. Oh. No, I won't. I refuse to cry. Accidentally gifting your nemesis. That's so funny. Oh my god. 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Okay, I need to head to bed now.
I love you, bitch.
Have a great night.
I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Thank you so much for being here, Addie. I appreciate it so much. I hope you get some great sleep, but thank you so much for coming in. Because the makeup looks on point today. That's so much fun. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna get those into the jar here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, this is absurd. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Thank you guys so much. Oh my god, I'm sweaty now. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Thank you guys so much. Like, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank each and every one of you for just being a part of this journey. Stop it! I'm about to just end stream, so you can't do it anymore. Thank you so much. Complete level 4. At this point, we're in unknown territory. I don't know what this means. I don't know what happens. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you so much. Yeah. I refuse. My eyeshadow is too good to cry today. Can't do it. The funniest part is something instinctively told me to wear waterproof mascara today. And I don't know what it was, but I guess it's just the universe being like, hey, protect your eyeballs. Oh my god, y'all are so fucking kind. Thank you so much. Like, I truly, I can't express enough how thankful I am to have all of y'all on this ride with me. Like, I never in a million years imagined that I would have this incredible of a community hanging out with me. Like, it's so cool, and it truly means the world to me that, like, you guys even choose to, like, even just lurking, like, y'all have so many people you could choose to hang out with, and you choose me. Like, that is so cool, and it means so much. So thank you guys so much. And anything, you know, beyond that is just icing on the cake, whether it's just chatting or you know, gifting subs, rating, like, and anything is so freaking cool. Oh my god, you get me with that every time, Bagel. Like, that's truly, that's all I want to be. It's just a safe place for people. And no, god, I said I wasn't going to cry. But y'all's support is just, it's one of the best feelings I think I've ever felt in my life, and thank you guys so much. Oh my god. Okay, all right, we're gonna shift gears here. Oh my god. YouTube videos are going to sleep videos. Oh my god. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Thank you guys. Like
I
I,
love you, bitch.
really don't I don't have any other words other than thank you. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna exit out of the game now. And I'm gonna take a peek at who we can raid and go at least share some love back into the streamer community that way. Oh, okay. Oh my god, my brain is fried now. I'm like, I've got no thoughts. It's all just vibes. They're great vibes, they're amazing vibes, but oh boy. Okay, let's see who we can go and raid. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the option. We've got two here that are amazing streamers. They're really fun. I don't know. It's got a minute left, so it'll definitely finish up before I raid out. So I'll make sure I'll ramble. But I don't think it does, but just to be safe. Thank you for calling attention to that, Rosalind. I appreciate it. But we've got two options. We've got a lot of options, but two in particular that I think could be of interest for us tonight. We have got It's Smarties. She's super fun, another really cozy streamer. Honestly, Rosalind, I don't know how it works either, so we're gonna find out together, I guess. But she is playing Palia, and it's also super fun. She does a lot of giveaways throughout the weekend for Palia skins. So if you guys play Palia, she could be super fun to check out.
Take this, take this, take this, take this, take this, take this.
Oh my god. 500 bits is crazy. Stop it. Don't even remember having them. Here's like pocket change. Just take it. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I can't.
Stop. Take this, take this, take this, take this, take this, take this.
Oh my god, thank you so much, Bagel. Oh man. Yeah, so I say there we go. Oh no. Thank you guys so much. Oh my god. All-time record. That is crazy. Like that's all I got. Oh my god. All right, thank you guys so much. We've got It's Smarties who's playing Palia, and we have Miss Spooky that is just playing some games and demos. So we have gone to both of them before. But I want to leave it up to you guys as to where you guys want to get dropped off for the night. And then reminder, I will be back tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern for our normal Mass Effect stream. It's going to be a smidge shorter than it normally is. I've got to be off about 3:30 because we've got places to go tomorrow night to go celebrate my father-in-law. So we are going to go do that. Vote Smarties, but not picky. Amazing. I think that is a great idea. They're both super, super fun. But if you're wanting a little bit more chill, Smarties is definitely the option. So let me just take a peek and make sure she is not in any ads at the moment. Okay, she is not. So we are good on that front. Awesome. Okay, going through my spiel. Thank you so much for stream, Queen. Love you. Good night. Thank you so much. Everybody has a good night. Good sleeps. Yes. Make sure y'all are taking care of yourselves, especially with how hot it is and with any of the fires that are happening all over the place, but specifically the ones in Canada and Colorado. Y'all make sure that y'all are taking care of yourselves. Exactly. 100%. Thank you so much, Bagel. Awesome. But make sure y'all are taking care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow at 11:30 for another Mass Effect run. And if this schedule works really well, we may continue this. We may have 4 streams a week, and I think that'll be really fun. But if not, then we'll revert back to our normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I'll keep y'all updated as I know more. But I'll decide after tomorrow when I can kind of feel it out, see how we're doing. But I want to also throw out in chat my socials in Discord. If you guys want to be a part of the Discord, please feel free to. It's definitely still on the smaller side, but I personally think that that's kind of fun sometimes when you get the chance to kind of get to know each other a little bit more. So if you want to be a part of the Discord, please feel free to do that. My VOD YouTube, every VOD that has ever existed of mine will be either on YouTube or here on Twitch. I am a little behind on getting them on YouTube, so I am working on it, but you still would have access to any VOD that has existed for me between the two of those. Instagram is a little bit more slice of life. TikTok is just a little more silly goofy, and I also post updates there. So if you guys want to be a part of any of those, please feel free to. And then lastly, there is that raid message. So we can go hang out with Smarties and go show her some love, even if, again, it means just coming over the raid. So if you guys want to hang out just long enough to come over with the raid, and if you need a raid and run, feel free to. Taking care of yourselves is always the number one thing. But if you want to hang out just long enough for us to get over there and show her some love, that would be awesome. But that is the end of stream for tonight. Thank you guys so much again. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Like, y'all are so freaking cool and so freaking kind. But thank you so much. Make sure y'all get some great sleep. Again, make sure you're drinking lots of water. And I will see you guys tomorrow. But make sure that you're staying silly and staying safe. Good night, everybody.